or treat. Smell my feet. Give me something horrific to eat. Welcome to A Very Skewered Halloween special, brought to you by the Skewered Universe Podcast. Now get out your bag of goodies, and let's have some spooky fun.
Welcome back to the Skewered Universe Podcast. My name is Jeff, and we are continuing on with A Very Skewered Halloween. And this is the second part of our Bob's Burgers Halloween episode extravaganza, and I am joined once again by Lisa. How are you?
I am good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm a little tired, but you know what? Podcasting tends to bring out the best in me, so let's see how we do here.
All right.
I'm so glad you're back for this. We have
Thank you.
6 more episodes to do here.
Yes.
For any of you that listened to the last one, I hope you enjoyed that almost 3-hour affair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was that long, but then after I went through and edited, I was like, but you know what? Bob's Burgers fans will love it.
I hope so.
I hope so too.
I can jib-jab for a while.
Same. You get me talking, I just won't shut up. That's one reason why my wife gave me a microphone and said, do a podcast already. You can't just keep talking to me about stuff. And of course, she's not my co-host, so.
It worked out.
Yeah. So as we said, this is the second part of the Bob's Burgers Halloween episodes extravaganza, I guess, because there's so many. What did we have, 11 in total, I believe?
Yes. And there is one we left off, but I mean, we're covering 6 episodes tonight. So
yeah.
You get your fill.
We'll save something for next year, I guess.
Yeah. There might be more by then.
Who knows?
Yeah.
You never know. So what do you think? Should we just start this off with the first one on our list here and go through? All
Let's
right,
just
so we
dive
have
in.
Starting off at the top of our list from season 8, episode 3, The Wolf of Wharf Street.
Mm-hmm.
And this one, the synopsis that I came up with for this is, while Bob is laid up with a knee injury and being cared for by Nurse Teddy,
Yes.
Linda takes the kids out trick-or-treating. The only problem is the town has been living in fear of a wolf running amok around the area.
Mm-hmm.
So as Linda decides to take the kids on a wolf hunt when trick-or-treating doesn't pan out because nobody bought candy because of the wolf, Bob is under the influence of his pain meds and is now believing that Teddy is a werewolf and trying to escape him.
Yeah.
Shenanigans ensue.
I really like this episode due to the back and forth of Bob and Teddy.
Oh my. It is such a natural back and forth with them.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell that Bob is always frustrated being around Teddy because he knows Teddy means well, but Teddy just has this ability to get under his skin because Bob's tolerance is so small for anything.
It is.
I think that comes from being around his children a lot, but
yeah,
they've worn him down. Excuse me, I was taking a drink of water there.
That's fine.
So yeah, do you have anything you want to, before we start talking about this, you have any little things you noticed? Or, because I did grab what the business was next door, if you saw that.
And I got all the pest control this time.
Same.
I paid attention. And I got the costumes. Like, I did my whole note-taking thing like I did, so.
Nice. I also grabbed the exterminator at the business and the costumes. Well, the business is when there was one there.
Yes.
Ooh, what does that mean? You'll have to wait and see.
Mm-hmm.
This episode is so much fun.
It is.
And a lot of it being that back and forth between Bob and Teddy.
Yep.
And the fact Teddy shows up dressed as a nurse and goes, I wanted scary nurse, but apparently it was only sexy nurse.
Yes.
And again, it's sort of like the sexy Judge Judy costume. It's not really sexy. It's just a nurse.
Right.
And it's Teddy as a nurse.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. It's the visual of him in the nurse's outfit always gets me. Oh man. To the business next door, as we see Freddy Kugel Halloween noodles.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means.
I think noodle kugel is a dish. I know it's a dish. I don't know its origin. I think I do, but I don't want to speak out of turn, so I am going to
Okay.
look this up real quick
I am
because I didn't
uncultured swine.
do any research before the show like you would think I would.
Meanwhile, the pest control is poltermice pest control.
I did like that poltergeist when I saw that. I went,
Yes.
okay. All right, so noodle kugel is a classic Ashkenazi Jewish baked casserole.
Okay.
Okay. Often enjoyed as a side dish for savory meals or as a standalone dessert. It's kind of
Oh,
an egg noodle based pudding type dessert. Okay.
all right.
I thought that it was a Jewish thing, but I didn't want to speak until I actually pulled up info. I said,
Understandable.
don't want to assume something and then it's something else completely, and then I don't want to offend anybody.
I understand that.
Well, certain people I don't mind if I offend, but that's another show altogether. So yeah, poltergeist anyway.
Well, we find out that the alpaca has gone missing from the Wonder Wharf petting zoo.
Hmm.
There's a so-called wolf on the loose. They interview Calvin and Felix Fischoeder.
Which immediately they're so just you're suspicious of them from the jump.
Yeah, because like they're
Oh, there's
like,
no wharf.
yeah,
There's no
like
wolf. What are you talking about?
what do you talk? The alpaca just went on a little walkabout.
What?
Yeah,
These two are so disconnected from reality because they're rich.
so rich. Yeah.
It's probably the closest portrayal of a rich person I've seen
Mm-hmm.
in a television series.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Mr. Burns on The Simpsons is way, well, actually, not so much over the top now, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Considering the state of things, but yeah, the fish odors are just immediately suspicious.
Oh yeah.
Like, no matter what, you're always thinking, like, what are they actually doing?
Yep.
And it's never with intent to hurt anyone. They just don't realize what they're doing could actually harm people because they're
Yep.
so disconnected. But
And
anyway,
parents are advised to accompany their kids trick-or-treating.
mhm. Which is why we have Linda getting ready to take
Yep.
the kids out
Yep.
in her Halloween costume.
Yes. It's so clever.
It really is, and I loved it. I loved it so much.
She's a sheriff, but she's dressed like Cher with a sheriff's badge and a little Halloween cowboy, like a little cowboy hat on with a leather jacket. It's like 80s Cher, is it
Hmm.
90s? She had that like bodysuit that was like see-through or whatever.
Yeah, it's basically the what is it the turn back time video outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
basically that. But sheriff is very clever. I would have never.
Right? She's got handcuffs and she says, and a body that just refuses to age. Oh,
Which is such a Linda thing to say as well.
yep. And Bob's pain pills have side effects that can cause hallucinations and diarrhea. And he's like, well, I don't have either of those except diarrhea, so give me one. And
Just
I love this exchange where she's like, you get weird on pain pills. Remember that time you thought the rug was making fun of you, or the time you took a nighttime aspirin and you ended up peeing in the blender? You almost ruined that smoothie, Bob.
then he goes, "You really should have thrown out that smoothie." I'm like,
What?
"What is it?" I had the
Yes.
I had to pause it and gather my thoughts because I'm like, okay, one, Linda, gross.
Yeah.
Two, Bob's right. You should have thrown that out.
Yes,
almost ruined. No, no, it was. You run a restaurant, Linda.
I know. Yeah. I guess house rules are different than restaurant rules.
I guess. I don't know. Maybe he was drinking a lot of water and she thought it was fine. You know what? No, no, no. We're
Yeah,
not
we
going there. We're
don't
not
think
going
about
there.
it. Don't think about it.
Ooh. I do love that Bob has all these side effects
Yep.
or is very susceptible to
Mm-hmm.
his pain meds, which is such a real thing because some people are exactly that way.
Yeah.
But the fact that Linda's like, no, I don't want to give him to him. He's like, but I'm in pain. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not going anywhere. I just want to be pain free.
I like that Teddy has to be there because Bob isn't good on crutches. And like Teddy says,
Yeah.
he'll hold Bob's penis if he needs him to. Going to the bathroom, and he's like, well, I can just prop it up for you, use a broom handle or a dustpan or something. And Bob's like, I guess a spatula would work. So Teddy asks, where's the spatulas? And Bob's like, I'm joking. I don't need you to.
I don't need you to hold my penis.
Right?
It's like, why did you immediately go there, Teddy? I know you're trying to help, but sometimes you go one step too far.
Mm-hmm.
And you can help him get to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I'm sure he doesn't need any other help than that.
Yeah. Just get him to the toilet safely.
Yeah, stay nearby in case he gets up and slips and falls,
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't need any
Catch
more
him.
assistance. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sometimes where I feel like Teddy and Gail are like
Mm-hmm.
two sides of the same coin,
Yeah, I think they'd make a good couple.
or the most chaotic couple ever. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true as well.
They just sometimes the way they come off with things is so like, wait a minute. You skipped like 100 steps and went way to the other end of the spectrum here.
Yep.
But as we continue,
I
oh,
like that Bob messed up his knee trying on his old chef pants. Like he's trying to get them up and then he just falls over.
mhm. And again, I'm gonna say this a lot, but it's such a Bob thing. Like he gets
And it's
excited over his old chef pants and wants to try. I wonder if I still fit in them.
right. I think that's why it's relatable because I think we all have something in our closet where we're like, "Oh, I forgot I had these. I wonder if they still fit."
Hmm.
And they probably don't, but we're gonna try anyway.
Oh yeah.
And instead of just sitting down on the bed and doing it safely, we're gonna try to bob it up.
He's doing the whole hop around trying to
Mm-hmm.
like pull them up as you're getting your body weight to shift down while you're jumping, and he just
Mm-hmm.
falls over and is screaming in pain. Like, yep, yep, I'm not as young as you used to be, Bob. That's gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
It's just I think that's one thing about this episode I like is things are relatable.
Yeah.
Especially Bob getting injured and having to take pain meds, but also like the kids being like, we don't need a parent to go trick or treating, and her being like, well, you kind of have to because they said so, but we can make it an adventure. Like that's the fun mom.
She wants to be the fun parent so badly because
Hmm.
they're always like, you're not fun. Dad is the fun one.
Which is so funny because she's the extrovert. She's so outgoing and
Mm-hmm.
energetic all the time. But they're like, you're embarrassing.
Yep.
Bob is while he's neurotic at the restaurant, he's more laid back when they're having fun, like just sitting down watching movies and riffing
Mm-hmm.
on stuff. That's why they like him because he's on their level.
Right.
And Linda's like, no, we got to go do this and that. And they're like, whoa, hang on. Except for when Gene and her have their spa time.
Yep. She's super extra,
So
but
much, so much so.
yeah. So she guesses that Gene is handsome grapes
He's just
because
like one
he's,
of the Fruit of the Loom guys, just
yeah,
grapes.
Yeah,
She goes,
he's
"Oh,
just
grapes." And he
grapes.
goes, "Handsome grapes."
Grapes. Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
She says Louise is, hey, hey, you're the monkeys. Peter maybe with an oxygen tank. But no, Louise is the guy from No Country for Old Men.
Hmm. Yeah.
So she says, ooh, a hunky killer.
Which I'm trying to figure out, has Louise seen No Country for Old Men, or has she just seen the trailer,
I'm
like
guessing
the
maybe
Ryan
she's
Gosling costume? Because
I'm
I'm like, have you seen that? You're a little young to be watching No Country for Old Men, but
I'm hoping she's just seen the trailer.
same, because whew, leave it to Louise to be like, I could probably break into people's houses with this air, this pressurized canister, and
Right, because they
oh
kill
boy,
cows with that.
yeah,
And I'm like,
yeah,
no, Louise. Bob and Linda, of all things, they're responsible usually with what they let the kids watch.
yeah.
Linda says, Tina's a zombie wearing my clothes for some reason. And this is what sets off the fun, young, beautiful. She's like, yeah, I'm a mom bee. And she's like, you don't look like a mom. You look fun and beautiful. And Tina's like, in these jeans? No, I look like a mom. And she's like, young, fun mom. And that's what starts, like, I think the whole thought train of, I'm young, fun. I'm young and fun.
Linda constantly has this need to be seen as young and fun, as opposed to
Hmm.
just an adult mother figure.
Yes.
Like, I think Bob is more comfortable with, like, I'm a dad. I'm a dad. I just
Yep.
have to learn how to have fun. Linda still wants to be like, oh, I'm young and hip and fun. It's like
Yep.
you gotta own up to your age at some point.
Yep. She's like, it's possible for me to still go out after 9 o'clock. No, no, it's not.
It's really not.
Yeah,
It's really not.
we all get to
Speaking from
that age where
experience.
we're like, oh no. What's the parking situation like?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, I don't want to park around the corner, so yeah, we're not doing that. Is there
Right.
parking close? Like, am I gonna have to walk like half a mile to get there? Yeah, okay. No, we're just not. No, maybe some other time.
How
Maybe when
many
it's less
pe
busy.
how many people are gonna be there?
Or
Oh,
who's going to be there?
yes. Yes. Is there gonna be food? There's not. I
Okay, so we
don't
might have to
know.
go somewhere before or after to eat. Okay, there's not gonna be food.
Yeah. Do we have that in the budget? Do we want to do
Hmm.
that? That's an extra step. What's the parking situation at that? Where do you want to eat? That's a whole other process.
Hmm. And then it's like, oh, well, so and so's going and they're close by. I wonder if we can maybe figure out the carpool. Oh, but they're gonna have to leave early because they gotta go pick up their kids from the babysit. Okay, there's a whole thing.
And we don't have kids. Do we want to deal with their kids?
Hmm.
Uh, or we got to get a babysitter. Can we get a babysitter? Do we have the money to
Hmm.
pay the babysitter? Is our babysitter available?
Yeah, all these things factor in. It's not just I can go out after 9. No, there's a lot you have to think about now. It's
Yes.
not like before you'd be like, yeah, I'll just show up wherever, whoever's having a party or wherever they're going. I'll just
Hmm.
show up.
Is it a weeknight? What time do I have to get up for work?
Oh, it's like, okay, well, I have plans for Sunday, so I can't stay out too late on Saturday. It's good that it's a Saturday, but I can't stay out too late. Oh, but you're not starting anything till around 9? That would only give me like an hour to hang out, maybe, but then it's like a half hour to get there, so maybe only like 45 minutes. Yeah, I'm just not gonna be able to go.
Right. Yeah. Sorry, I got other plans. They involve me hanging out in my PJs watching TV.
It's like I'm just gonna watch a movie,
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
have something to drink.
Yeah.
That's it. Maybe order some snacks from somewhere. I don't know.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's
I'll be hanging out with my cat. See ya.
it's like I'll just be watching YouTube with my dog. I'm good.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got all that out in my 20s. I don't care about going out.
Right? Hey,
There's
listener, can you tell we're in our 40s? What?
Believe me, there are times I want to go out. Like I want to go out with my wife, go see a movie or whatever, but I don't have the need to go hang out with a bunch of people anymore.
Yeah,
Been there, done that. So
yeah,
Linda is living a lie.
she is. She is
It's
she's deluding herself.
hmm like she knows, but she doesn't want to
Admit
own
it.
up. Yeah, she doesn't want to admit it.
Yeah,
Poor thing. It's gonna hurt when she has to admit it. Oh,
yeah, I know. I like how she says, let's get treating. And Jean says, yeah, let's turn some tricks. And Bob's like, Jean, don't say that.
but again, he's so like, Jane, don't say that. Like
Yep,
he has to say it so many times a day. It's autopilot. Gene says something he shouldn't say. Bob just automatically, Gene, don't say that.
yep,
But the fact Gene's so excited, he's like, let's turn some tricks. Like,
yeah.
one,
What did he
why do you
just
know
say?
that phrase?
Yeah.
Again, it's questioning why Gene knows these things. But then sometimes kids will say things and they don't know the meaning behind it.
Or they hear somebody else say it.
Hmm Yeah. I got in trouble as a kid for calling people dildos a lot because and I didn't know what that was. I was like, stop being a dildo. My parents were like, stop saying that. You don't know what it means. Stop saying it. And then I found out later what it meant, and I'm like, I don't think I was inherently wrong there.
See, there you go. I like that the Halloween feature movie is Bosom Bloodies, and Teddy's excited because he's read all the books.
I'm glad you caught that because I thought they just said bosom buddies, and I'm like, what's horrific about that? But I think it's because I was taking notes for the synopsis and I missed it said bloodies, kind of like
Hmm.
Summer Frankenstein, Son of Frankenstein. Again,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's at summer because now I started watching it with the subtitles on.
no, I believe you were right because it was like a summer outfit, so it wouldn't make sense what I was thinking. So yeah, but bosom bloodies is a good little pun. Nice little play on words there.
And then they say at 10, an update on the Wonder Wolf. And Teddy's like, ooh, because he's excited. And Bob's like, what was that? That howl.
Oh, immediately Bob is paranoid.
Right. And Teddy's
He's
just
like a,
like, you're jumpy.
and I'm kind of on Teddy's side here. It's like he was just excited about an update on the wolf.
Right.
Bob's like, "What was that? What was that howl? What are you doing?"
And it didn't even sound like a howl.
No, it was just an excited like, "Ooh!"
Yep.
And even when Teddy did it again, and Bob's like, "There it is again." Like,
Yep.
okay, maybe Linda was right to not give you any pain pills, sir.
Yeah.
You are very low tolerance. Bob freaking out over Teddy's bite that he sees on his arm.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
They'd be like, "There's no bite. There's no bite
Yep.
on my arm." Like, why are you hiding it? I'm not hiding anything. Which feeds into Bob's paranoia even more
Big time.
about Teddy possibly being a werewolf.
Yeah.
It's like because he heard the wolf story, sees the bites, the drugs
Hmm.
have kicked in. Bob is in complete delusion at this point. But it leads to some really funny moments with him trying to get out of the apartment.
Hmm.
I also like that while this is happening, the kids and Linda decide
Oh, yeah, that they should go to the park
they're going on like a wolf hunt. Is the
for a
entire
great Halloween adventure. And Jean's like, fine, but I'm gonna walk in the middle to protect my plump, beautiful grapes. And for once, I'm not talking about my testicles. Like, what?
It's like, how often are you? You know, I don't even want to know. It's like, Gene, like what? How often are you having to clarify?
Yeah. And then like the fish odors pull up in the Wonder Wart van, and Kelvin's like, "Hi, Lady Bob." He never calls her Linda, like in this episode.
Lady Bob.
Yeah,
He can't be bothered to learn her name.
Mm-mm. Sometimes he calls her Linda in other episodes. And Linda's like, we're gonna go look for the wolf. And Felix is like, wolves aren't real, Linda.
It's just like that's not how you throw somebody off the trail of whatever you're doing.
Yes.
'Cause
And
everyone knows
then
wolves are real.
I laughed because then Felix goes, well, if I were you, I'd go home and count my candy and wait for Saint Nick or Satan. I don't know, whatever. Bye. Like,
That
oh,
line is so good.
right? Like, oh, okay.
Like, all right, I guess we'll just go.
Like the Belchers don't even register it. They're just like, okay, well, it's the fish odors. Like,
It's like they've heard ridiculous things from them so many times. They're just like, yeah, that's who they are.
yeah,
Meanwhile, we're like, wait, what did he just tell you to do? What?
yeah, yeah,
Wait for Saint Nick or Satan. I don't know.
yeah. Whatever you normal people do.
It's so ridiculous. Oh my God. I love that. Oh, we gotta talk about when Teddy's bringing the soup to Bob.
Yes. It's supposed to heal the body, a cabbage soup. He got the recipe from a pop-up ad. He just put in his social security number and there it was.
Like, wait a minute. I like how Bob doesn't even question it. He's just like, yeah, that's Teddy.
Yeah.
He's gonna have his identity stolen again.
Yep.
He's like,
And then Teddy's like, I'm gonna feed you.
Bob's like, I don't need you to feed me.
He's like, here comes the helicopter, the traffic copter, and they start arguing. Bob's like, why can't it just be a regular helicopter? And Teddy's like, no, it's a traffic copter. Here it comes flying north.
What I
And
love about
he's still like, why can't it just be a regular helicopter? And Teddy's, just let me do my thing.
that's one thing about Bob is whenever Teddy's doing something like this, Bob grabs
Mm-hmm.
onto the most ridiculous part of it that doesn't
Mm-hmm.
even really matter and starts questioning it and picking like, why does it have to be a traffic copter? It's like, why aren't you just saying I don't need you to feed me, it's okay?
Right.
Instead, you're like, why is it a traffic copter? It's like this is the part of their dynamic that is so ridiculous and funny.
Mm-hmm.
But yet we know people that do that. We've seen people do this in our own lives. And we're like, why are you arguing over semantics here?
Yep. Like, why is this happening right now?
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, that's when Bob sees the bite mark.
That's when he sees
And
the bite mark. He's like,
yeah,
oh, what
and
was that?
Teddy's like, it's dry skin. It looks nothing like dry skin. It looks
No.
definitely like a full mouth bite mark on his
Hmm.
arm.
And he's immediately so dismissive. So you can see why Bob's in his delusional state from the medication would be buying the fact that Teddy's got something to hide. It must be really serious.
Yep.
Oh, and he howls like a wolf, so he must be a werewolf. It's like
Oh,
it's a
definitely. And
logic jump, but
when Bob's looking at him, his face it like starts to transform.
seeing all the hair on the back of his neck, he's talking about how hairy he is.
Yep. Yep.
But the interaction with the soup when Bob's like, "It's too hot," and Teddy goes, "Here, let me blow on it for you." Bob's like, "You're
Yeah.
spitting all over." He goes, "No, I'm not. I'm doing this." It's like, "Yeah, and you're spitting on it."
Yeah.
He goes, "Well, it's room temperature now." He goes, "You think that's room temperature?" He goes, "Well, yeah." He goes, "Stick your finger in it." Bob does stick his finger in it, and he does. He's like, "Oh, that is hot."
Yeah.
There's still a lot of steam coming off that bowl.
There
Come on,
is.
Teddy. Like, it's not even like Teddy is like dumb or anything. I think he's just oblivious to certain things that we would see.
Very
Like,
much so.
in his need to help and be a people pleaser, he's just oblivious to certain things.
Hmm.
But, oh, Teddy is my wife's favorite character, and I don't begrudge her that because he is pretty a great character.
He is. He wants to be so helpful.
It's like with the bikes in one of the last Halloween
Mm-hmm.
episodes, pull it up for Mr. Fish Odor. Hey, where do you want all these bikes? He's just willingly going around gathering bikes.
Yeah.
Like, oh sure, I want to help.
Mm-hmm.
You're just taking people's bikes.
Yeah. They're back in the park. Linda's like, there's a bone. It's a hanger with dry cleaning paper on it. And Louise is like, let's just go home. And then they hear a wolf howl.
Mhm.
And Jean said that did sound like one of Mom's Chardonnay farts. So what do? They go over to the direction of the wolf howling.
Mhm. Yeah, because otherwise they wouldn't have an episode.
Right.
Like, no, don't go that way.
No. And it's like, okay, what's going to happen now? But then we go back to the apartment and Bob wants another pain pill. And Teddy's like, I don't know. Linda didn't say that you could have one. And he's like, she's forgetful. She forgot her handcuffs.
He's like, he's just asking. He's like, I'm in pain. Can I have another
Mm-hmm.
pill? Teddy's rationale for how he gives him the pill, though,
Yes.
breaks
And
the
then,
pill in, breaking the pill in half, and then still giving him the whole pill.
yeah, but eat both halves.
Like, you could have just given me the pill. He goes, well, at least this way I know you've had two halves.
Yep. And I know Bob at one point is like, your bite looks pretty serious. You could take one for your bite.
Hmm.
And he's like, I don't need a pill for my bite, Bob. And Bob's like, you said it wasn't a bite.
Yeah, Bob unknowingly tricked Teddy into
Right?
admitting it was a bite.
Teddy's just like, it's not. Watch the movie.
The increasing paranoia of Bob
Oh,
as this
yes.
is happening is so good because you can just imagine if you were in that state of mind
Mm-hmm.
on some kind of medication that is just not letting you think rationally.
No, you're paranoid. You're hallucinating. You're watching possibly some sort of horror movie.
Hmm. And the person who's there to take care of you has a bite on their arm. They're acting suspicious.
They have a hairy neck.
All things that would lead to believing one is a werewolf.
Exactly.
There's actually a lot that happens in this episode
Mm-hmm.
for just it being like a 30-minute television show.
Big time.
When they encounter the alpaca in the park, they think
Yes.
they found the wolf, but it's just the alpaca.
Yep.
Which,
Because, oh, go ahead.
oh, I was just gonna say they drew the alpaca to be really kind of cute.
Yeah.
So
Because the kids and Linda find poop in the park with little bits of fur in it. And Louise is like, that definitely wasn't pooped by a person.
it's like, how often are you examining poop, Louise?
Yeah.
I just like that they find poop and four of them are just standing over. They just show them looking down. So you get like the poop's POV of these four faces just looking down at the poop,
Mm-hmm.
analyzing it.
Yeah.
Because of course they're not going to show poop on a animated show, but
Yeah.
it's just a funny way of doing that was their foreheads just leaning over, looking down
Mm-hmm.
at it.
At the apartment, that's when Teddy's watching the movie and he's like, oh no, don't go in there. And that's when Bob, like, he's panting, he's hallucinating that Teddy's head is changing.
Hmm.
He looks at the bite on his Teddy's arm, and then he's like, I gotta go to the bathroom if that's okay with you. And then they hear on the TV, was the Wonder Wolf just a wonder myth? He looks back at Teddy's neck, which is hairy, starts to get more paranoid and whispers, the wolf. Teddy is a werewolf. It's like he can't be. Then he hears Teddy growly, like growly from the bathroom, and Bob thinks this is Teddy transforming. And it's just Teddy trying to get his compression pantyhose back up.
Yeah.
And that's when Bob grabs the handcuffs and puts them under a shirt. And Teddy's like, "Are you okay? You look sweaty." Bob's like, "Yeah, it's just an exciting part of the movie."
The
And I
fact he's
love,
still able to try to downplay it while he's so medicated.
right. And then he falls off the couch on purpose. Teddy goes to help him. And Bob handcuffs Teddy at the coffee table. He's like, "Why did you do that?" And he's like, "Because you're a werewolf, Teddy. I heard you fighting the beast inside you." And Teddy is so confused.
Oh, poor Teddy has no idea what's going on at this point. It's
Right,
like, what? It's like, werewolf, what are you talking about?
right. He's like, "The werewolf bit you and you're turning into one, or you bit him." And I love how Bob tries to swallow the handcuff keys and he like starts choking on them and spits them out. And he's just like, "How do people do that in the movies?"
Which is such a real thing, because you could see somebody you know trying to be a smart ass and do that,
Right.
and do
Yeah.
the exact same thing. Start choking cough up and be like, oh, I don't know how they do that.
Yep. And then I love how Bob like falls halfway down the stairs.
He tried. He tried so hard, and then you just hear him tumbling.
Yep. And Teddy's like, "Bob, are you okay?" And then he falls the rest of the way down the stairs. Bob's like, "Don't pretend like you care about me, werewolf." Okay.
It's so ridiculous, but it makes so much sense with what you've seen
Yeah.
leading up to that point.
Yeah.
Oh, it's we've seen Bob have these moments before where he starts getting delusional about things, like
Mm-hmm.
the talking to his food and things like that. So this is not outside of the realm of
No.
possibilities for Bob to get this
Right.
paranoid if he's on medication. Oh my goodness, it's so funny. He's tumbling down the stairs. Don't pretend like you care.
Oh,
Oh my goodness. It's so good. I think at this point we cut back to
the
are we
park.
back at the
Yeah.
park with
Yeah.
the kids
They're
and Linda
gonna
again?
they're gonna take a picture of the wolf behind the bushes on Linda's flip phone. Linda's gonna pull the branches back while the kids stay back and take the picture and then run away. But it was
Which
actually Randy, the documentary filmmaker. And he's like, "I got the wolf on film."
Mhm.
And he's showing them, but all of his film is completely black because he doesn't have a light.
Which is not surprising because he's not the best documentary filmmaker.
No, not in the least. Like he glued that wig to the cow.
I forgot about gluing the wig to the cow.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's what I love is he's out there filming this thing, but then they're like, okay, we're gonna keep his like, no, no, we shouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's immediately afraid to join them and try
Right.
to find the wolf.
That's when Louise is like, because Randy said he'll be the wolf guy. His
Hmm.
documentary will make millions and he'll probably get a wife. And I was just like, what?
How? Right. Believe what you want, Randy. You seem as delusional as Bob at this point, but okay.
Yeah. And that's when Louise just hears the millions of dollars part and she wants to team up. She's like,
Hmm.
they'll help him get it on film because they have flashlights and they split the money 50-50.
Louise is ever the enterprising child.
Right.
If she can get money or candy, she's gonna figure out a way to do it.
Definitely. Because they have lights, they have gumption, and they all want wives too. Of course, that's what Gene says. And Gene's going to name his Michelle.
No, he's just like, I'm gonna get a wife and name her Michelle. It's like
How will
not
that
how
work,
that works,
Gene?
but okay.
Yeah,
Not sure you understand the concept, but all right.
exactly. I'm like, oh, Gene.
Oh, I swear, Gene is more relatable and less relatable with every episode.
Yes, yes.
Oh, my wife and name her Michelle. Oh my goodness. Sorry, sorry. It's just I watched all these like back to back to back. It was taking notes, so
Hmm.
there might be little bits that I forget. So when you're bringing them up and I'm laughing, it's because I'm remembering how it went.
That's okay.
But you'd think I would remember this one because I've seen it a few times. That whole exchange in the park with Randy and Louise, like, "Hey, we'll deal with you." It's like,
Yep,
yeah, that's Louise, definitely.
yep.
Hmm. Nobody else is gonna step up and try to make the deal, so she will.
Yeah, exactly. She sees the opportunity.
Hmm. And I think at this point, is this where we see that Bob has
Yeah,
taken off?
he's walking, he's making his way down the sidewalk, talking to himself about how smart it was to chain dumb werewolf Teddy to the coffee table.
Meanwhile,
He's trying to find somebody to help him. And Teddy's gotten out of the apartment with the coffee table.
he's yelling at Bob for the key. He goes,
Yeah.
but then he goes, I'll just carry it. He's carrying
Hmm.
this big, heavy coffee table on his back, trying to run after Bob with it.
I know. And he's like, wow, running with a coffee table is hard. No wonder no one does that.
Yeah, but what I love is Teddy is stopping to like talk to people as they're crossing the street together. It's like, oh,
Yes.
hey, how you doing? Love your costumes. Oh, yeah, I'm just carrying a coffee table here.
Yep. I'm a nurse, table nurse.
Table nurse. Table nurse. That's what he said. It's like they didn't even pay attention to him as he was talking. They just kept going.
Yeah.
It's like, I better explain myself. Table nurse. Like, they don't care.
Hmm.
They don't care, Teddy. You didn't need to say anything.
Right? They're just trying to go about their night when some large man dressed as a nurse with a coffee table on his back for some reason.
Yeah, could you imagine they were saying to each other, like, just walk by this guy, don't say anything, don't look him in the eye, just keep
Yep.
going. Because we've all done that, trying to pass by somebody that we were like, oh, this person seems a little weird. Just keep going, keep going.
Yes. Yes.
But the fact that he's lugging that around chasing Bob.
It must be the slowest chase ever because you've got Bob trying to figure out crutches.
Hmm.
He's not very good on them anyway.
No, he
Teddy's
is
trying to
not.
carry this coffee table.
The fact that Bob made it as far as he did is pretty impressive, which I don't know how far from their house that park is.
Hmm.
The fact that he made it there and then was able to climb into the like little was it like I don't want to say jungle gym, but it was like the little like fort with the slide and all that kind of
Yeah, it's like a jungle gym. It's
yeah.
like a
It's like,
play area.
how are you able to climb in there with a bad knee?
I know,
I hope that pain pill's working well because you're gonna be feeling that later.
right? This next exchange I really liked, where Randy claims the leaves on the ground were knocked down by the wolf that
Hmm.
they're seeing. And Louise is like, aren't those just fall leaves? And Randy's like, at this time of year, don't be ridiculous. Keep in mind, it's Halloween.
Yeah. Louise is calling him out and he's like, no, child. Not this
Right.
time. It's like, Randy, you're not very smart.
No,
She
he's
just proved
not.
you're wrong.
Hmm.
You're kind of adult. I thought the show, aren't they just fall leaves?
Right.
Like in her very like, are you really just saying something this stupid right now?
Yeah.
Which is what I love. That's one thing I love about Louise. When she does ask a question like that, there's the tone of like, do you really think we're that stupid? And
Hmm.
how stupid are you to say that?
Yeah.
Zero F's given by Louise.
All the time.
All the time.
That's when they hear screeching.
Hmm.
Tina said wolves howl. That was not a howl. Jean said it sounded like the noise he made when Felicity cut her hair.
You're not old enough to have seen that, Jean.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, how does he know?
It's like, were you watching reruns and just you're behind on everything? What is happening? When he said that, I was like, again, just Gene says something, and I go, what?
Yeah,
What are you saying?
yeah. How would you know that? Did you see before and after pictures?
But it definitely sounds like the sound someone would have made who watched Felicity when she cut her hair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I never watched the show. I don't know.
I sort of watched it, but then I was like, okay, I lost interest.
I heard people like that, but yeah, the fact that he said that's like, oh, it's another Geneism.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they hear the screech.
Yeah. And they're brought to um Tina said that spooky overgrown area that looks like it's full of Blair witches.
Yep.
Louise is like, yep, we're going into that overgrown Blair Witch tunnel. And Jean said, and with that rousing speech, we march to our deaths. And then we go back to Bob and Teddy, where Bob veers into the park.
Hmm.
Back to Linda, the kids, and Randy, where Randy is a not so smart.
Yeah.
Where Linda's
Yeah.
like, I think we've reached a dead end. And he's like, don't be silly. There's no dead ends in the woods. And that's when he just walks into branches. Okay, it's a dead end.
It's like you can see it's a dead end in front of you. What are you trying to
I know.
prove? It's like just like apparently you also can't see, Randy. So
Correct. Correct.
I think he's just gotten tired of being showed up by a kid.
Mm-hmm.
But he just keeps doing it. He just keeps making it so easy.
He does. He has always done that.
Hmm.
There's a pile of bones on the ground with some fur.
Oh, that's right. There were actual bones this time,
Actual bones. Yeah.
not
And
more
Gene
coat
said,
hangers.
yeah, Gene said he doesn't like a pile of bones unless they're on a plate. And he's rubbing his stomach going, mm.
Which again, is so Gene. So there's not a moment where he's not saying some weird pop culture reference or talking about food
Yeah.
or referencing body parts of his in some way.
Yep.
Or, saying let's turn some tricks or something like that.
Exactly. There's the screeching again. Louise tells Randy to
Mhm.
get his camera ready, so he drops it.
Of course.
And Linda, being a great mom, tells the kids to get behind her. And
Hmm.
Randy says he'll get behind the kids. And Linda's like, no, you're a grown up. And he's like, not in all ways, Linda. I were a youth large at Forever 21.
Which I was like, really? That's your reference?
Right. They hear the screeching again.
Mhm.
Linda realizes she brought her kids out in the dark woods to look for a dangerous animal just because she wanted them to think she was fun. And then she's like, now I think I might have made a mistake and it would have been better if we weren't attacked by a wolf.
I mean, yeah, most people would have realized that at the beginning, but
Right?
she was thinking, oh, it'll be a fun adventure.
Yeah, fun
Yeah,
Halloween.
most kids want to get eaten with their mom on Halloween.
Yeah. I like how Gene's like, maybe if we're all really quiet, the wolf will lose interest and just go away. And then he backs into the branches and all his balloons start popping.
He did not think that costume through. Well, I mean,
Right?
technically he did. Linda didn't think about it
Mm-hmm.
before she dragged them onto a wolf hunting adventure.
Linda does decide that this is enough. She's going to fight the wolf. And then Jean does a Jeanism. Mother, I've never been more attracted to you.
It's like, Gene.
She says she'll fight it off as long as she can and be hard to eat so they can get away. But it turned out to be the alpaca from the petting zoo. So she was going to pet it and it screamed at her. So she turned around and walked away.
So like she almost walked away like she was offended that it screamed at her.
Exactly.
Like, oh, okay, fine. You're gonna scream at me.
Yep.
Then I won't pet you, Mr. Alpaca.
Yes. We're back with Teddy and Bob.
Oh, this is
Teddy is at the park. He's yelling, Bob, he found me. So that's when he hides in the playground equipment.
Mhm.
He hears rustling. He's like, Teddy? He sees a wolf walking past where he's hiding, and it smells the ground where Bob has been walking. It looks at him, growls, and snarls. And that's when Felix and Calvin show up, and
Yeah.
Felix appears from the back of the van, or Calvin does, sorry. No, maybe it was Felix.
It was Felix, yeah.
Thank you. With a cage open and says, There you are, Lulu, you naughty girl. You're going to get daddy in trouble escaping like that.
Like, I'm sorry, what?
What? Yeah. And Calvin said, I told you weren't ready to have a wolf. He's like, I am ready. The wolf house I was building wasn't ready. And I'm not putting her up in a hotel again.
Again?
Except, yeah, what hotel takes a, what did he just say? It's just a big furry dog?
I get more confused by the way these two interact with humanity every time I see them.
Yeah. Calvin's like, oh, just hurry up and put her in the van. We still have to find that damned alpaca. Felix is like, come on, Lulu. I brought a Hawaiian pizza for you, your favorite. Wolf is contained. They leave. Teddy finds Bob, asks him not to run away. Bob says he just saw the wolf, and Teddy's like, sure, I'm a wolf.
Mhm.
Let's go home and talk about it there. He's like, you don't happen to have the handcuff keys, do ya? And Bob's telling Randy and Linda, Teddy, and the kids that he knows he sounded crazy before, but in his defense, Teddy does have a bite on his arm and hair all over his neck. And Teddy was embarrassed to tell them that he bit himself in his sleep.
Yeah, he bites himself in his sleep.
Yeah,
It's like I've never heard of that before. He goes, "Oh yeah, I'm a sleep biter or something like that." It's like,
yeah. He used to do it in his
ooh.
20s, then again in his 30s, and now it's apparently back.
It's like if you're able to tell you've done it through the decades and you're still doing it, it's not a
Mm-hmm.
phase. You might need to
Right.
talk to somebody about this, Teddy.
Yep.
I love how nobody believes Bob's like, I saw the wolf, and they're like, sure you did. Yeah, of course you saw the wolf. He's like,
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah. And he's
They're like,
like, the fish orders put it in a van. And Randy's like, I believe you, Bob. Randy's like, yeah, or Bob's like, Randy, I don't want you to be offended, but I need someone other than you to believe me. He's like, are you going home? Not now. No, I'm staying here forever. And
what I
he's,
love is that Linda's like, oh, grab some blankets, we'll have a sleepover.
I know. And Teddy's like, I'm staying too because I'm handcuffed to your coffee table and you lost the keys. And Bob's like, I didn't lose them, Teddy. I threw them to the moon. It made sense at the time. Randy asks if he can borrow some pajamas, maybe an oversized t-shirt. And Jean's like, I got Randy's oversized tee. One question. Does he like Betty Boop? Randy does.
Yeah. It's
Exactly.
like again with Gene, it's always like, wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
When he's not saying something where you're like, okay, he should know what that reference is. It's a what?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This 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 is a good way to start off these next sequence of episodes because this one is very strong, I feel.
Oh yeah. This one is very Teddy and Bob centric as well.
Which those are always some of the fun ones, like just the normal one, the patty cake.
Mm-hmm.
where Bob got obsessed. It was freaking Teddy out. It's like, I don't like this.
Yep. Or like when they couldn't get tickets to Cake, and he's just like, "What do you expect me to do? Buy a new phone every 10 years like everybody else?" Like I make fun of my partner with that line all the time.
It's a good one. It's a
Mm-hmm.
good one. Because meanwhile, every time I see that episode and I hear him say, "What do you want me to do? Replace my phone every 10 years?" I'm like, I'm kind of with Bob where he's like, yes, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
at least.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's saying get a new phone every year. Just you might want to upgrade every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Although Bob and Linda are still rocking the flip phone, so
They do eventually get the smartphones.
oh dude, okay.
Yep.
I'm not that far into the series then. I have
Yeah,
not seen that.
they do eventually get even Bob.
Oh,
He's like
okay.
a holdout, but he eventually does.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to see. I'm so far behind on the regular episodes. I'm gonna have to figure. So every time I see with the flip phone, I'm like, maybe it's a comfort thing. Because I know there are still people who get flip phones. They won't change, and they've brought back that
My
style of flip
dad,
phone.
my dad still has, yeah.
In a way, I wish we would have kept my dad on one, but
Mm-hmm.
in a way, I'm glad because I think it would be more frustrating for him.
Mm.
So we're transitioning him to iPhone this week. So
Good luck.
it'll be easier because I don't know Android. So at least
Understandable,
now we'll be
yeah.
able
See,
to
I'm
help
on
him
an
through it.
iPhone and my sister and my mom are on Androids, and my mom will be like, "How do I do this with my phone?" I'm like, "Ask my sister. I don't know."
Hmm.
I'm like, "I can figure it out, but I don't know.
Like
I don't want to."
I thought it would be easier when we got new phones because he was already on an Android, so he doesn't have to learn anything new. It's just it looks different because now it's a Motorola, and
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
has
I
been
get it.
nothing but headaches, and I have to Google everything
Yep.
to try to figure out what he
Yep.
wants, what issue he's having.
My mom will be like, she has a Chromebook. I've never used Chromebooks, and I'm like, I'm just gonna Google it. That's what I do. And I'm like, I screenshot it, send it to her. She's like, "Oh, thank you." Like I did some miracle.
Hmm.
Like I just Googled it. Why don't you do that?
Yeah, like even when he's like, my phone's saying it needs an update, but I can't figure out how to get the update, and I'm like, ugh, okay, let me see your phone, and then I have to go through, and then I spend like a half hour.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm glad he's going to iPhone because I think with a flip phone it would be way worse. Him trying to text on an old T9, I don't think
Oh
no.
no. No.
Although it would have kept him from going on Facebook, which would have been okay, but he still has a laptop, so.
Yeah, he would have found a way.
Hmm. Oh yeah,
Where there's a will, there's a way.
exactly. I still don't even remember setting up their Facebook accounts, him and my mom. So I don't know if they did it or what. I don't remember how they even got them, but they had them.
My mom's
I don't
pretty
know.
good with Facebook, but then she discovered other social media platforms. And when she signed up for them, she did not consult me on usernames. So she just used her real name.
Uh,
And I was like, "You cannot do that." And even my dad was like, "No, no."
mhm.
And I'm like, "You are not allowed to do this without me or my sister watching you."
Yeah, yeah.
She's like, "I didn't know."
It's crazy. We have to like guide them through everything. It's why I
I
won't put.
know.
It's like he's got Facebook. I'm like, if he starts asking about Instagram or anything else, I'll be like, no, no.
Yeah, that's not your over the age limit.
You've got enough with Facebook. Okay, we're not doing this other. If he says put me on X, I'll be like, no. I
No.
might take his phone privileges away. Like no one in
I
their
don't even use that.
I, before the name, as soon as like they were getting ready to change the name, I was like, you know what?
I'm
Somebody
out.
else owns it. I'm out.
Yep, that's what
I
I
left.
did.
I didn't have much interaction on there anyway.
No, neither
So it was
did
like
I.
And I hold no allegiance to these platforms. Even if I would have had followers, I'd be like, you know where to go find me if I'm not there.
Hmm.
And so many people were like, I have so many people I connect with on there. I can't just leave. Like, yeah, you can. You don't
Oh.
know them. Most of those
Well,
people are just digital profiles.
like I have to keep Facebook because my sister and my mom.
Hmm.
That's that's it.
Yeah. I have
That's
family and friends that I connect
Yep.
with through there,
Yep.
and I'm hardly ever on it. It mostly comes down to promoting this show when I go on
Hmm.
Facebook or trying to see what people are doing that's not 2 weeks old, but that's never the case.
Yep.
Always find out when people are doing things after the fact when it
Yeah.
comes to Facebook. So,
All the adventures of having older parents
mm,
that want to get into new technology.
yeah, yeah. He was actually resisting for a while, and he finally got fed up enough where he was like, I need to get an iPhone. That way you guys can help me. And one, you keep saying it's easier. I'm like, it'll be easier because it's less BS.
Hmm.
I think an iPhone is
It's
very
more
user
intuitive.
friendly.
Yeah.
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 Plus, then I can set it up with Siri to. I'm gonna end up cutting this out because we're on a huge aside. But
Yeah.
yeah, there was a whole bunch of stuff I was telling him, and then he finally was like, "Just buy the phone for me."
Yep.
It's like he was holding out. So he's like, "I don't want to pay that much for a phone." And then I finally had to tell him, like, "Look at it this way: if you just buy the phone, if you have the ability to buy it without it being a financial burden." I go,
Hmm.
one, you're not stuck paying a monthly payment for it through the provider. Two, you're not going to have to buy another phone unless you decide you want to upgrade for features that you might want that this phone doesn't have. So I'm getting him the 16E, so he doesn't have MagSafe or multiple cameras.
It's just the
It's
simpler. Yeah.
I said it's an entry level, very easy phone for you to learn. That way you're not having to worry about, oh, I set off the camera and I don't know what's going on here because somebody mentioned
Yeah.
getting him like a pro. I'm like, I'm not getting him a pro.
No. No.
The plus is what I was going to go for,
Hmm.
but there were no deals on like the 16 plus. So it's like, okay, 16E
Right.
was in the range he would be willing to pay. And he was like, just get it for me. I'm tired of this.
Yeah. Like my dad
Finally.
refuses to do, he's flip phone. He figured out how to take pictures on his flip phone. That was fine. He doesn't text, nothing. You can call him. That's it.
And my dad likes to text. And the phone we got him, it has a stylus built in, but he uses a separate stylus.
Okay.
I got him the phone with the stylus built in, some Motorola, and I was like, why don't you use, I asked him once, why don't you use the built-in stylus? He goes, I forget about it. And I don't like the fact that I have to take it out of the phone every time. Like, that's the point. It's supposed to be convenient that way, then you don't lose it. That's what I was thinking, but I didn't tell him that 'cause I'm like, okay. He's 70. He's his late 60s, 70,
Yeah.
71 now. I'm like,
My mom is like 71. My dad's 74, 73, I think. Yeah. And my dad
that's
is such a Luddite. Like I had to go, like anytime they get a new TV or they want to figure out something, I have to be there and like show them with their smart TV. This is how you
hmm
do it. And my mom has to write the directions down. I'm like, nope. Yeah, I get it.
yeah. Yeah,
And they still won't
anytime.
do it.
Mhm. I showed him multiple times how to access using because there's the dish remote and
Yep.
then there's the regular
Yes.
TV
And the
remote.
TV remote. My dad was
And
like, you mean I have to use two remotes? He got so busy.
I've tried to set up the dish remote to do both. It doesn't do everything, so he
Yep.
can't
Same
just
with
use
ours.
it. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yep.
it's like if you want to access any of the streaming services, you have to use the TV remote. Okay, so this one I go, no, that's the dish remote. This is the TV remote.
Yep.
You have to use the Samsung remote, not the dish. And that's a whole process. But
I
any
had to
TV they
like,
bought, any computers they've bought,
yep. I had to go over like HDMI 1 is the dish, HDMI 2. I'm like, see how that works? Oh, okay. Yeah.
I haven't even gone that far. He just knows it's connected, it works. Like, You don't need to know anything
I
else
had
other
to
than
do
that.
that so that they could like figure out the Roku if they ever wanted to use the Roku, because I said your smart TV will be out of date eventually.
Mhm.
Because I was trying to prepare them that their apps would eventually just not work. They wouldn't,
Yeah.
So I got them a Roku, and I'm like, you'll like this so much better. And yeah, no, they don't use it. That
Yeah.
would be 3 remotes, Jeff. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. It's two is the two is my limit. I can't. It's
We
luckily.
just have the Roku, and I am the owner of the passwords for like everybody.
Mhm. Oh yeah. I have all the passwords for logging into all the services, all the TV accounts.
Yeah.
Because when my mom passed, I transitioned everything slowly that was for everyone
Mm-hmm.
into my email, my name that I could change without having to go through a bunch of BS of, well, you need to prove that she's. No, I don't. Just change the email address.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Before my mom got herself a password book, she'd be like, she would, I knew exactly where to find her passwords because she'd keep them like, or I just knew she'd use the same password for everything. So I was like, huh, I need help getting into this service. She's not answering her phone. So I just guess and I'd be right.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah, because I get, and I know people will say you don't need it. I get a certain antivirus software for my computers.
Mm-hmm.
One, it's simple. I know that it works. It's an extra layer of protection, my peace of mind.
Yep.
Plus, with my dad, I don't know what stuff he's clicking on for Facebook.
Right.
So I'm like, I'd rather have an extra layer of protection there. But it comes with LastPass, which is like a password
Yep.
manager. And
Yep.
so I gave him access, I gave my wife access, I have access, we all have it so we can share. And I know his password to get in there. So
Mm-hmm.
it eliminates passwords being written down anywhere. He's
See,
like, I gotta create a new password. I gotta write it down. I'm like, no, you don't. No, you don't. We're gonna
yeah.
add it to your LastPass. I'm gonna add it to your LastPass, and you're gonna have access to it there.
See, I know where my mom keeps all her important papers and her password book. My dad, off the top of his head, is like, oh, he has to think about it. And I'm like, nope, you just go right.
Hmm. That's one reason, and I'm glad he's getting an iPhone too, is everything's gonna be Face ID. So
Yeah.
when he needs to log in, I can set all this stuff with Face ID. He's not gonna have to remember the password.
Yep.
And two layers again, the
Hmm.
LastPass and the built-in passwords app. So I'm gonna be able to,
Yes.
because I'm also in charge of setting up his phone when it gets here tomorrow. Yay. So that'll be fun.
I get it.
I really don't mind it
No, I know. I
because
don't mind it either. It's somebody's got to do it.
yeah, and it's easier for me if I do it than trying to let him figure it out because it's just
Yeah. Otherwise, that would be a disaster.
Mhm. I've already figured out what apps I need to download to do the transfer of information. I told him even if I have to do everything one contact at a time, it
Hmm.
will get done. You will be set up efficiently. Do not worry.
And then going from an iPhone to an iPhone is just so much easier because you just have to hold them near each other now. And
Oh yeah, I showed my friend that not too long ago. He was here because he worked with the guy that was doing some concrete work for us. He was like, "I don't have your phone number." I said, "You got an iPhone?" He goes, "Yeah." I go, "Here." I just stuck it out like this, and he
hmm
saw it happen. He goes, "I didn't know they could do that." I go, "Yeah, ever since the latest update or one of the last updates, it brought that feature in where you just hold them together and you can share the contact." He goes, "Wow, that's really cool." It's like I go, "I've actually never done it before, so this is the first time I got to try it out." So much easier. I'm gonna love that because if he needs a contact that I have and he doesn't, just here, hold your phone out.
hmm
Now tap save.
There you go.
Anyway, that was a nice little aside.
It's got to happen
Oh
sometimes.
yeah, just in the course of natural conversation, and that's what I love because when we have conversations like this, I know that we're doing something right here.
Hmm. I am going to make my partner watch Trick or Treat because then we're going to do the uh augmented reality verse world thing. because they're
Oh,
doing a Halloween like all October. They're doing on weekends where you can do trick or treat and you can try to survive the night, follow the rules. And I'm like, he's like, I was like, I want to do it. I've never done haunted houses, nothing. And I'm like, I want to do this. And he's like, okay, we should plan this for the next Saturday I have off. And I'm like, you gotta watch the movie though.
yeah, you have to because you have to know the rules and the ground. You have to know
Exactly.
everything going in.
Yes. And I'm like, it's gonna be on HBO Max October 2nd.
Oh, is it on Matt? Oh,
It
nice.
will be, yes, because I
Okay.
was like, I know it's coming to Max.
Because I have if you see my stack of movies and
Mm-hmm.
such back here, I have it, but I have no Blu-ray player right now.
Mm. October
So
2nd,
I have to remember that.
Thursday. Yeah.
It's a yearly watch for me. It's so fun.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that you're getting to do something based on it, I'm like, oh, I'm envious.
Because we did the Star Walk thing and I had so much
Okay.
fun. And then I saw this and I'm like, I should just do this. It's going to be 30 minutes.
Oh,
It's
that's
like,
not bad at all.
yeah, it's like $25 per person. And yeah, I'm like, I try to scare myself. He goes to work and I'm like, let's watch a scary movie. So,
That's me pretty much every day. I'm like, what horror movie am I gonna watch today? What scary movie am I gonna watch today? And then I end up just going on YouTube and watching restoration videos
well, there
because
you
I could
go.
never decide.
I
I
watch
could never
uh
decide.
I watch blackhead removal videos.
I've watched some of those.
Those relax the crap out of me. I don't know why.
You know what's done it for me? And it's gonna sound weird, probably. Earwax removal videos.
No, because I've watched those too.
Yeah,
I'm
especially
like, get the camera in there. I want to see it.
there's a channel I've started watching. They're British audiologists, and they'll show it, and I'm just like, oh, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a good one. All right, this is gonna be a good one.
I have watched them pop pimples in ear canals, and I'm like, oh, that is, oh. No, I get it.
Yeah, my wife has shown me stuff. She's like, they're gonna pop a cyst here. I'm like, that's fine. I want to see
Yeah,
what happens. Then I'll see it and I'll be like,
yeah,
oh. And she's like,
yeah.
are you grossed out? I'm like, no, I'm fascinated by how much is in there.
That's why I said with the earwax thing with Bob and Linda, I'm like, I'm
Hmm.
totally, my mom and sister and I are all like poppers. And I'm like, hey, Ryan, I see you got a pimple. And he's like, don't touch me. And I'm like, oh, come on.
My mom was that way when I was a teenager. She'd be like, oh, you've got a few new ones. I should get those. I'm like, no, no.
My mom's always like, look at my deep blackhead. Like every time.
Yeah. My mom was a popper. She'd be like, oh, come here. You got a blackhead. I need to get it. And it would always hurt. I was like, okay, my entire face hurts now. Thank you.
I took a sewing needle, the eye of a sewing needle to my mom's. I'm like, I gotta dig it out. She's
Hmm.
like, ow, ow. And I'm like, stop it.
Like, stop moving. Do you want me to do this or not?
Yeah. I'm like, I'm gonna get this sucker. My sister's like watching. She's like, it's almost out.
Giving play by play.
I'm
Oh,
like, this is what you raised.
oh man.
So when she's like, Bobby, he's like, are you a rod? She's like, no, maybe.
I
I'm like, that's, yeah.
was like, I was like, yeah, okay.
Yep.
You found what the weird thing that gets her going.
I love it.
Oh my God. All right, so shall we move on to the next?
Yes.
So from season 9, episode 4,
Mm-hmm.
Nightmare on Ocean Avenue Street. So for this
Yes.
one, I have another quick synopsis here, then we'll just run in.
Mm-hmm.
It's the town's first annual candy crawl, and the Belcher kids are excited because it means they can get lots of candy and only have to trick or treat on one street, their street.
Yep.
And the kids are, as always, excited about getting candy. But Teddy comes in and is worried about the business next door, who has hired his rival handyman Glenn to decorate their business for Halloween. Meanwhile, Bob is just looking forward to having more people show up and getting more business during the candy crawl.
Yeah.
And while Bob is busy working with Teddy, reluctantly, mind you, at first, to decorate
Mm-hmm.
the restaurant, the kids and their friends are now stuck trying to figure out who's running around and in costumes stealing the kids' candy during Candy Crawl.
Yeah.
And that's as basic as I can get. I didn't want to give too much away because knowing what things are said at the beginning, I feel it kind of telegraphs what's going to happen at the end. So if anyone
Yes.
hasn't seen this, I'm gonna tell you now, go watch this, then come back and listen
Mm-hmm.
to this because we're gonna
We're
spoil it.
gonna get detailed. I
And
took
did you
good notes.
speaking of those, did you see the name of the business next door?
Yes, because at first I mislabeled it, and then I was like, oh, okay.
I did too, and I'm pretty sure we might be on the same page because I didn't read it as those who can dole
Mm-hmm.
candle. I read it as those who can die.
Yeah, so
I
did
was
I.
like, what?
Yeah,
And I had to pause it and really look. I'm like, oh, I misread that. Okay.
I didn't fix it until it was either Bob or Teddy said the name of the business and was like, well, that's dumb.
It was it was Bob. He was like, oh, those who can't dole candle.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, I got that wrong.
Yeah, 'cause I was trying to figure out. I'm like, those who can die candle. What?
I was
It
like,
didn't make sense.
that's a little
Like
strange.
it's like that's kind of twisted. What's
Mm-hmm.
happening? And
We have the Bugga Duke, pest control.
I saw that, I was like, okay, all right. You
Mm-hmm.
that's again clever on the writers for coming up with that.
Yes. I like that we show reflections with Edith yelling at Harold to make to like tape the witch decoration. She wants it to look scary, so he has to move it up just like a bit, and then she
Mhm.
says it's better.
Like, how is that making it scary? It's just moving its position.
I love Edith and Harold.
I think she's not happy unless she's just yelling at somebody.
Probably, yeah. And then you
They
got
are
Jim.
they are funny though.
They are. You've got Jimmy Pesto coming out and looking at Trev's decoration, and he asks what it's supposed to be, an ugly ghost or something. And
And it's
Trev
all
says it's a mummy.
it's
It's obviously a
obviously a
mummy.
mummy.
Yeah. And he's like, huh, looks like an ugly ghost.
I swear, Jimmy Pesto is dumb.
He
I'm
is
convinced
not
he's just
nice.
dumb
He
and
is
not
not
nice.
nice.
He's not nice at all.
Mm-mm.
Which I'm glad the original actor for him got fired because of what he
I
did.
know. I
Ha
know.
ha ha. You
I
lost your
know.
job. Anyway,
Hmm.
if anyone knows that story, it's interesting. If you don't, look up what happened to the original voice actor of Jimmy Pesto on Bob's Burgers. It is fascinating.
It surprised me, honestly.
Yeah, the fact that it was like a hard line, like immediately they're like, yeah, nope, done.
Yeah, and then his friends were like, "What?" Yeah.
The fact nobody
Anyway,
on the show knew what was going on, they're like,
I know.
they're like, really?
They did find a voice actor to replace him eventually.
I could
Sounds
not tell.
just like, no, neither could I.
They did a great job
They did.
because I'm like, okay, it sounds exactly the same.
Yes.
It's like, good on you. Good on
Yep.
you.
Ocean Avenue is going to be pedestrian only.
Yeah, so they're gonna do this candy crawl,
Mm-hmm.
which actually is a really good idea. I'm surprised that this wasn't a thing before, but this is the first year they've decided to do it.
And this is basically kind of what happens. Well, we're not pedestrian only in my city, but definitely the downtown.
Hmm.
All the businesses hand out candy, the courthouse, you can go to the courthouse, all the floors, all the departments hand out candy. Yeah.
Yeah, and we've got some areas like that around here too that are it's not so much pedestrian only, but they will block off or say like the entire building's open, or the churches will do stuff
Well, like
in
trunk
the
or
parking.
treat.
Yeah, trunk
Yeah.
or treat. Some neighborhoods will actually block off and be like, you can only walk through here. There's no cars. Nobody's driving their cars through here. The
Okay.
residents will actually. cordon off the sections and be like, no cars. They'll put out signs, and so certain areas will go pedestrian only, but there's a lot of places where kids can do safe trick or treating and trunk or treat
Yeah.
and stuff like that, which we
Like,
didn't. I didn't have growing up. We basically
nah,
just drove
we
from
did.
neighborhood to
Yeah,
neighborhood
exactly.
and took your chances.
Yeah.
You're either going to get candy or somebody was going to give you nasty old pennies wrapped up in scotch tape, or someone was going to give you a toothbrush and a pamphlet.
We got candy, or one woman would make popcorn balls.
See, I always wanted to find a house with popcorn balls and I never got them.
They were so delicious. But then obviously it was also the whole parents have to check your candy because, oh, razor blades.
Hmm.
But then I got a book on the history of Halloween, and it was like, that never happened ever.
Yeah, it was all just a myth that was perpetuated.
Right.
There was no reporting, no record of things
Ever,
like that ever
ever.
happening. Yet we always heard about it, like, oh, you need to check because there might be razor blades in your candy. Like,
What?
especially in this like 60s, 70s, and 80s. I'm like, wouldn't it have been a little bit harder to get the equipment to reseal a candy bar
Yeah.
to make it not seem like it was tampered with?
And like the lady that was making the popcorn balls was family friends with us. So why would
Hmm.
she be putting razor blades?
Right.
But I do have memories of like having this great costume, but it's Wisconsin and it's October 31st, so there might be snow. So you got
Hmm.
to wear your winter coat, sometimes snow pants, winter boots. Nobody can see what you are.
Yeah.
Pictures of us in our geared up for winter. You
I
can
can
kind of see a
imagine.
tutu under the jacket.
See, we never had that. It never got cold enough in California for us to have to bundle up.
Hmm.
There were times where we'd go out and then get back in the car and be like, oh, it's cold. But it's not so cold that we needed a jacket or anything.
Right.
But then there were times where it was hot and we decided, oh, we wanted these more elaborate costumes, which just retain heat.
Oh,
So you're
yeah.
like walking around there, you're like, I gotta take the mask off, I gotta take this off. So you're like half out of costume as you're finishing trick or treating. You're like, what are you supposed to be? It's like, I was this, but it's too hot. I'm sweating and I'm
See,
needing more candy, please.
we had the opposite problems. And it was okay to go into the person's house.
Hmm.
Like your parents just stayed in the car and you went in to the person's house. You may not know them.
Yeah.
It's just something you did. You would never do that now.
Mm-mm. My parents would take us to our friend's house for Halloween, and we'd be able to trick or treat that whole neighborhood. My parents would just stay home, would stay at our friend's house, and my brother and I would just go around, circle the entire neighborhood, make our way back to the house after like an hour or two.
But at the same time, my parents and other parents of that time would be like, be careful, don't talk to strangers. So many mixed messages.
Yeah, so many. Like you can go out on your own and trick or treat, but don't talk to strangers. Like, well, wait, why aren't you going to be there?
Yeah.
If you don't want me to talk to strangers, why aren't you going to supervise?
Yep. Don't get
Like,
kidnapped, but go out on your own and have a good time.
it's a very weird time
I
growing
had
up in the
so
80s
much
and that.
anxiety.
I remember the year that I didn't trick or treat and I had to take my brother around because he was still of
Hmm.
age to go trick or treating. I was just annoyed that I had to stand there and wait for him to trick or treat. I'm like, this is what being a parent is like.
Hmm.
You have to stand here and wait, make sure they're okay, make sure they come back. You walk them to the next house, then you stand here and wait. I was like, I'm never doing this again. I got back, I was like, next year he's going on his own. I'm not doing this again. Meanwhile, I'm like 11, I think, and he's like 8. So like, but he can't go on his own. I'm like, then one of you go. I'm not
Yeah.
his parent. I'm just his older brother. Be responsible adults, damn it. Oh, anyway, I kind of wish we did have something like this candy crawl when I was growing up. Because it would have been
Yeah.
fun to have like just one place to go where everyone was handing stuff out and decorating. Because they're actually going all out for this with the decorations and everything.
Yes. Yeah. Because
Everyone's really into this.
and the kids are super excited because the like it candy are sticky sugar booms.
Which
And
I love the
Louis,
description of what happens here.
yeah, Louise says they're the new candy / reason for living.
I love how Bob and Lynn are just like, okay.
Yeah.
They're like, but you bite into it and the syrup mixes with the fizziness and they explode in your mouth.
Yep.
It's
It
like that
sticks to your
just
teeth.
it's like this sounds like a combination of like a gusher and pop rocks. I don't know what is happening, but it's like I just like
Yeah.
kind of want to try one.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like it's actually sounds like a fun candy. No
And
wonder
of
the
course,
kids are excited.
and she asks if Bob got sticky sugar booms. And he's like, no, he got these really good hard candies.
Again, with these terrible candy choices he makes.
He's so bad at it. He's like, everyone loves hard candies, right? And he said they were his grandfather's favorite. They're Dr. Peter's bitter drops.
Just like immediately sounds like a medicine.
Yeah.
It's like
And he's right. And he's like, and by the way, we're not desperate for business. And Linda's like, yeah, we are.
you're always desperate for business, Bob.
Right?
No offense, but you are.
So if they got sticky sugar booms, they'd have kids and parents, you
Exactly.
know?
Instead, he's got I like how just a quick
Dr.
aside.
Peter's bitter drops.
When kids are coming to trick or treat and Linda's having to hand out the candy, she's like, I'm sorry, this is all we have. I'm really sorry. Here, do you want this sugar to spend? Do you want this? She's trying to give him other things from the
Just a
restaurant. Like,
canister of sugar. I got some coffee.
got a new pop rule. You want a cup of coffee? Maybe you want the sugar? She's like, she's so apologetic because Bob has no idea what candy to get.
No, he never does.
Like, well, these are
He's
my
so
grandfather's
bad at
favorite.
it.
It's like,
Yeah,
you're not an 80-year-old grandfather.
right.
You have
Kids.
3 young kids. Listen to them.
Yeah.
Buy what they tell you.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't afford it, then I don't know, maybe wrap up some mini burgers or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Make some sliders.
Yeah, they'll trust you. Your restaurant is promotion. They know you're not going to do anything crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to be putting human meat in the
Right.
callback. Yeah, the fact that he just has this really bad candy, I'm like, oh, he's that. Because we've all gotten that weird candy, and we're like, what the heck is this?
Yep.
What is this? It's either weird old candy or generic candy that you're not sure what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But yet, of course, when we're kids, we still tried it anyway. We're like,
Oh, yeah,
oh.
definitely. You've got to try it.
You're like, oh, what is this? Why does it taste like black licorice and chocolate? What is happening? I don't
Oh,
know.
I do not like black licorice.
I do. I do.
That's fine. You can have all the black licorice. My mom loves it as well, and it's like, go ahead, have it.
My wife, she likes candy corn. I do not.
I do
I'm
like
like,
candy corn.
so that's the exchange. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yep.
I will take your universe's allotment of black licorice. You take my candy corn. We're good.
There you
It
go.
balances everything out.
Have you ever had circus peanuts?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, my wife loves those too.
I can eat some of them. It's weird. I don't like black licorice, but I will eat some Mike and Ike's.
Hmm.
I think it's the candy coating.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, like I used to love getting Good and Plenty, but then now they just kind of taste more like medicine. I don't know what's happened.
Yeah.
It's changed.
Yeah.
Something has changed.
Why are they
So,
changing the candy?
I don't know. Probably more preservatives. Who knows? Just make sticky sugar booms. I want to try one.
Right?
I want to
You
at
might have
least
to
try this
make
one.
your own.
I might have to. That's going to be a disaster. So amongst all of this stuff, Teddy shows up.
Well, there's the flyer in the mail
Oh, that's right. There's the flyer, which is a
from
big,
Dr.
yeah.
Yap, the dentist, where he's offering to pay $1 per pound of their Halloween candy. And Jean's like, why the hell would we do that? We worked for that sugar girl. And Louise is like, they're just gonna buy candy with any money they got. And Tina
Mhm.
says, money is just candy that hasn't been born yet.
I love that you wrote that line down because I did too.
Yeah. Yeah. I was
It
like,
was
huh.
because Gina and Louise were basically like, we would just buy candy with the money anyway. And
Right.
Tina going, money is just candy that hasn't been born yet.
Yep.
Like the philosophical angle. Thank you, Tina.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I
that's when.
the Dr. Yap flyer, they're like, oh, it's like, oh, I'll pay $1 a pound for your candy.
Yep.
And I was thinking, I was like, if they really got out there and got a lot of candy, they could probably make some decent money
Yeah.
and go buy even more candy. But then that means giving up the candy they trick or treated for all night. So I'm like, yeah, I'm on the kids' side. Why would they give up
Yeah.
the candy? I started thinking about it. I was like, no, I came back to their conclusion.
Exactly. Yeah, Teddy is definitely frantic when he comes in.
It's the fact that he just keeps looking out the window and is like, and they're like, are you okay? He's like, oh, yeah, 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 I'm fine. And then keeps looking out their window.
Mm-hmm. Glenn, the smell nice handyman.
So I love that he's irritated that that's his like tagline for his business, to smell nice handyman. What do you mean smell nice?
Yeah, and I like how they're like, Teddy, you smell incredible all the time too, like baby powder and peanut butter.
Odd combination of smells, but you know what? It probably would be fine.
Yeah, on Teddy, it makes sense.
Uh, exactly. You know what? That's exactly right. I'm glad you said that because I'm telling you, it would. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
The
I know.
fact. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Oh, Teddy had said that like he panicked and told the business next door that he got hired to decorate Bob's. And if they let him, he'll do the decorations for free. He just wants to shove it in Glenn's stupid, nice smelling, stupid face. He's just so damn competent. I just want to step on his neck a little bit, you know? I'm like, damn, Teddy.
Competitive drive. But I love that what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, I told the business next door that I was hired to do the decorations at Bob's Burgers. He's like, Bob's going, but you weren't.
Yeah.
It's like, I immediately like, I didn't hire you to do anything. What are you dragging me
Mm-hmm.
into? What he says, I'll decorate it for free. Bob's like, okay.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, okay, knock yourself out. It's like, if I
exactly.
don't have to pay for it, go for it.
Yep. The next exchange between Glenn and Teddy, I was just like, wow, this is, yeah. Glenn's working on a bat in front of the storefront,
Hmm.
and Teddy's working on a spider. And he asks how the spider is coming along for Teddy. And he's like, it's coming along wonderfully, Glenn. How's your so-called bat? My bat is spectacular. Nice ladder, by the way. And he goes, thank you. I can't tell if you're being sarcastic. Glenn's like, oh, I was, but now I realize we have the same ladder, so maybe now I'm being sincere. I loved that exchange.
It's one of those because you're just like, you could maybe see that actually happening, and it's just like,
Yes.
hey, nice ladder. Oh, can't believe if you're being sarcastic. Well, well, so then maybe now I'm being sincere.
Because we have the same one.
It's like, and of course, later, I think I figured out why they have the same ladder when we get to the end of the episode, but
Yes, yes.
that exchange and Teddy just getting more like frustrated with getting these decorations up, and
Oh, yeah.
I want to talk real quick about the kids' costumes.
Oh, yes. Yes.
These jeans, again, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay. It was very much along the lines of Queen Latifah from her UNITY phase,
Yes.
but crossing to
Two genres.
Andre 3000 the Giant.
Linda going, ooh, so fresh and so clean.
It's just
I was like, how do you know that, Linda?
like, how would you even know? It's just, it's basically he's dressed like Andre the Giant in the wrestling gear and then just has a mustache and is he wearing some
The
kind of a hat?
hat.
The hat. He was
Yeah,
wearing the hat, like
yeah.
the Andre 3000 hat.
Yep.
It's like, yeah, yeah, you know what? That makes sense.
Yeah.
And Louise is the dragon with the girl tattoo.
Yeah, and Linda's like, "Ooh, you flipped the script." And Louise is like, "What do you mean?" I'm just like, "Is she serious? Or is she just messing with Linda?"
But see, that's the thing. I don't know either because I heard that and I'm like, I can't tell if she's being serious or not.
Right?
It's like, is she really screwing with Linda? Like, what do you mean? Or did she mishear the name of the book or the movie
Yeah.
and get it flipped? It's hard to tell with Louise. You can't ever gauge her because you don't know.
Yep.
That Tina's costume.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I love when Linda asks her, she goes, none of your business. She goes, oh, well,
Touchy.
Bob having
Cranky
to
nun.
explain. He's like, no, that's her costume. Don't you get it?
And she's like, "Oh yeah, I get it. The briefcase. She's got a lot of work to do. That's why she's cranky." She totally doesn't get it.
Totally doesn't get it. It goes over her head. But again, it's one of those costumes where I'm like, it's clever. She's got the briefcase. She's none of your business.
Yep.
Which at the end of the episode makes for a fun little thing. But
Yep.
and then of course, I'm just gonna throw this out there. Bob dressed as Bruce Springsteen later
That
on.
was great.
Although I put in my notes, I put Bruce Springsteen, sort of, because
Yeah.
nobody buys that he's Bruce Springsteen.
He's like, "I'm wearing jeans with the bandana."
Oh, there
Yeah,
he
I'm
goes. Oh,
getting it.
you put on the headband. I thought you were Rambo. We're getting ahead though. We're getting
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah, yeah. So it's dark outside, and Bob and Linda go to check on Teddy. He's in costume, Teddy is. And he figured if he was working out there on Halloween night, he should probably blend in. He didn't want to look weird.
Meanwhile, he stands out compared to everyone else.
He does. He's wearing like a disco outfit.
It is loud.
It is, yeah.
With I
And
believe it's a giant pink afro wig.
yes.
Which on Teddy, everything immediately stands out.
Yeah.
If he would have just dressed normal, he would nobody would have ever thought it. He had thought twice.
No.
But his rationale is it's Halloween. I needed to dress up to blend in. I didn't want to look crazy, so
Yeah.
okay. All
Glenn
right.
isn't dressed up.
Glenn's
Teddy
out
is,
there.
yeah, Teddy's ready to show them the spider. He said it took a lot of work. And that's when the bat that Glenn had been working on flies because there's an arm attached to the building.
Hmm.
Teddy's impressed, and Linda's like, "Yours doesn't move." And he's like, "No, it doesn't move at all." And everybody's in awe of the bat. So Teddy's like, "I'm gonna go get some supplies, a motor and a servo. I know a guy." Like he's gotta do better than Glenn,
Which to me is like, you know a guy? What are you planning on doing? Oh no.
right? I mean, Glenn's bat looked pretty cool.
It did. I have to admit, I if I saw a business with that, I might go inside the business to check out what they're doing, even if it is just a candle store.
Right.
Like if you got these kind of cool decorations on the outside, maybe you've got like a cool Halloween candle in there. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. We have another Genism.
These are always great.
Yeah, because the kids are looking at their candy while walking down the street. Tina's like, "I got some sticky sugar booms." And Gene says he did too. They're going to be the second best booms he drops today. Kerplunk. I'm like, what?
Like, can we go one episode without you talking about your bowel movements or your testicles, sir? Please?
No, you
No, we
can't.
can't. We can't. That's Gene. He just says whatever comes to his mind.
Yeah.
Whatever pops into his head, he's just gonna say it.
Yep. Yeah.
And he
There's the
said
mon.
that. It's
Yeah.
like, oh my
There's
God.
there's the montage of the kids trick-or-treating.
Hmm.
They run into Jimmy Jr. and Zeke, who are not dressed up. They said they're more into the trick part, the mischief. And Zeke's throwing those, I don't know what they're called. You get them on the
They're
4th of
like
July.
yeah, like the little poppers or snappers they call it. They're the little just paper with the little powder wrapped in on them. You throw them down, they
Yeah,
pop. We always called them poppers, which
totally
has a
different
different
meaning.
connotation. Yeah, different meaning when you're a kid, and then as you get older, you're like, oh, maybe that's
No,
not
you
what
get
we
those
should be
at truck
calling them.
stops now.
Yeah, he's just throwing them at everybody on the ground.
Yeah.
I think they talk about they were going to go to, what was it, Mutilation
Mutilation
Mansion?
Mansion. Yep, at Wonder Wharf later. Zeke heard they jump out and grab you and really shake you, and they look all mutilated.
Just
Zeke
like,
says Tina should go because it's fun, and she's like, no, because Mutilation Mansions kind of freak her out. As if there's been more than one,
yeah.
and she's been to them. And I'm like, Jimmy Jr.'s like, yeah, Tina, that's the point. You don't go to Mutilation Mansion to relax and unwind. It's not a spa. I'm like, okay, Jimmy Jr.,
Like, calm
relax.
down.
Like,
You're so rude.
right?
It's not a spa, Tina.
I love that H. John Benjamin voices him
Hmm.
as well as Miss LeBon's.
It's so funny because you're like, wait a minute. The first time
Right?
I heard Jimmy Jr., I was like, wait, that's just the guy who does the voice of Bob.
Yeah.
But he's just adding a lisp to it. And then Miss LeBon's, it's just a slower, deeper Bob with an accent.
Yep. Yep. Like it took him a while to settle on a Miss LeBon's
Hmm.
voice, but I'm like, oh, they got it perfect when they went with him.
Yeah. It's it's just it makes sense for that character to have that voice.
I believe Jocelyn is voiced by the same guy that does Linda.
Oh, that would actually make sense. That would make sense because there are some similarities. There's
I
some
could be
similarities
wrong,
there.
but yeah. And the guy that voices Teddy does a whole bunch of voices.
Yeah, when I've looked up the cast listing, I was like, oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And I know Eugene Merman does Gene, and that's pretty much it.
Yep.
And I'm like, you
Yep.
know what? You don't need to do anything else.
Nope.
You're
And
batting 1,000 there.
Dan Mintz does Tina, and that's that.
Both they've nailed it. I mean,
Yes,
the cast is great.
it is. Andy and Ollie are peanut butter and jelly.
Which totally makes sense for them.
It does. And they're like yelling Mayday because their candy got stolen by a devil. Because
Hmm.
we only see the first person perspective out of the mask eye
Yeah.
holes. We don't even,
Very, very Halloween-esque, very John
it is.
Carpenter, which is cool.
Yes.
It's a cool little nod that they're like, you know what, we're gonna change this up a little bit.
Yeah. And you like hear the breathing.
Hmm.
And then regular sized Rudy runs up and asks if anyone has seen an astronaut running through there because it stole his bag of candy. He's dressed as Paul Rudd and I love you, man. Like, okay.
Like, wait, what?
Yeah, I know. I'm like, did you
How
watch that at your dad's?
he must have. It must have been a weekend at Dad's thing.
Yeah. Daryl is dressed as Pee Wee Herman. He runs up and is crying because this candy, a hockey goalie with a knife took his candy. And Louise is like, you mean Jason from Friday the 13th? And he goes, you know, I don't like scary movies.
Which is like, look, even if you don't like scary movies, you're gonna know the reference at this point.
Right,
It's a
right.
pop culture icon at this point, but
And
Daryl's
we get another Geneism. Louise is like, there are monsters out there and they want our candy. And Jean goes, it's a war on Halloween. Newt Gingrich warned us about this. What? Like, where
again, when
did
I heard
that
that,
come
I
from?
had to pause it because I was laughing so
Yes,
hard.
like
It's like, how do you know this? Why is this your reference?
I feel like he's too young to know
Oh,
who Newt Gingrich is.
I would hope so. Like, like, Gene, what are you watching? What areas of the
I
internet have you
know.
been on
I know.
that you have gained this knowledge?
They only have the one laptop at the house, at the apartment. Is Mr. Ambrose just telling him where to go?
Oh, does it all? It all goes back to Ambrose.
It's got to.
It's
It
there's
has
got
to.
there's got to be because there's no way Gene's finding this stuff on his own. He's getting guidance from somewhere.
It's got to be Mr. Ambrose.
It's got to be. This is the new conspiracy that we've got now for
Yeah.
monsters.
Yep. There's going to be an episode someday that explains all this, and it's just Mr. Ambrose sitting next to Gene going, go to this website. And then it's just all these conspiracy theories.
I mean, he's already done it with Tina and witchcraft, so
Yeah, exactly.
it's not too far out of the question that he would do this with Gene.
I mean, he already got Jane into cheerleading and doing dangerous things.
Yeah.
You should tell your wife about this. We are geniuses
I'm gonna bring this up with her later and be like, look, I think we cracked the code
of
on
why
Gene.
Jean has these.
Some obscure, very dated pop culture references.
Yep.
Newt Gingrich. Yeah, I had to pause when he said that because I was laughing way too hard to even catch anything else that was happening. Just thinking, like, again, why does he know this?
I
Now,
know.
now we're we're dissecting how he knows this.
Mm-hmm.
It's again, and said just so off the cuff.
Mm-hmm. And matter of factly, just
Hmm.
there it is. While they're trick-or-treating, because they're all together now, they go over the facts as they know them.
Hmm.
And Louise is like, it's frickin' teens.
Yeah.
And Daryl says teens are the cause of 9 out of 10 things.
Which, when you think about it, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Each person that's had their candy stolen has seen a different costume.
Mm-hmm.
The person has ran off.
Yep.
So it would make sense that there would be a group of teens doing this.
Yeah.
So
And
it's
yeah,
kind of logical.
Gene he thinks they should drop their candy off at home because they still have their candy.
Hmm.
And Louise is like, no, we'll be wasting valuable candy trick or treat time doing that.
Yeah,
And they see,
Gene's got the right idea, I think.
yeah, definitely.
Like, let's go drop this off and we'll figure out the other later.
Yeah. And they see Jimmy Jr. and Zeke again and accuse them of stealing the candy. I love how when they're accusing them, they say something. And I love how it's either Andy or Ollie that's like, let's give them something to talk about. And the other one goes, how about love? And I'm like, so I love that song.
It's
And
just
during, it's like a Geneism.
mhm.
And you're like, you guys are hanging out with them way too much.
It's like it's just starting to rub off on each other. It's
Exactly.
I love that the only accusation levied at Jimmy Jr. and Zeke when they see him first is like teens. You're
Yeah.
teens. Like
Yep.
by that logic, so is Tina, but she's with you.
Yeah. That's when
Yeah.
Jean's candy gets stolen.
And we see, I think, do we see who stole it? Did they see or
I
no?
don't, no, I don't think so.
It wasn't at
No.
this point. It was somebody else's got stolen after that.
Yeah, I think it was Tina or Louise because we're back at the restaurant. And that's when Linda's handing out the candy and she's like, Happy Halloween. Sorry, we don't give out good candy. My husband's not allowed to buy the candy anymore.
Which she doesn't stick with as we see in another episode, but
No.
we'll get there.
Yeah. And Teddy's outside laughing. And he's like to Bob, we're going to show up that handsome bastard. And Bob's like, you think he's handsome? And Teddy's like, you don't? Bob says, I don't know. He's not really my type. He's got a good body, though. And Teddy's like, are you kidding? He's got a great body. Bob's like, yeah, but without the body, you wouldn't say he's handsome. And Teddy's like, I would. I just love that they're secure enough in their
Hmm.
masculinity to have that conversation.
And you can tell they've had that conversation before about other people.
Right. It's kind of like when Bob goes to get those multiple turkeys
Hmm.
and the counter guy is like, you're a sloppy bear. And Bob's like, I'm married. And he's like, you're not my type. Well, yeah, you kind of are, but I'm married. I'm married. Don't give me your phone. Okay, give me your phone number. Like, I love it.
Yeah. It's so refreshing because it's not the other going like, "Ooh, why would you think he's or anything like that. It's just,
Right.
and anyone who's secure enough or just doesn't care would have that conversation.
Yep.
And I just love that
It's
they're like, well, without the body, he wouldn't be so good looking. Oh yeah, he would.
yep. It's so nice to see like two grown men just being like, yep, he's good. Yeah.
Yeah, they can acknowledge that another man is good looking.
I have never seen an episode of this show where there's anything homophobic
Mm-mm.
or, in my opinion, transphobic. I could see where people would argue marshmallow before she got a new voice actor, which I
Mhm.
totally understand.
Right.
But
And
yeah.
even just to go on a side about that, the episode where Bob is driving taxi
Mm-hmm.
to make extra money for Tina's birthday. Even that, he's at first kind of like, it's a little. Actually, he's not even weirded out by them at first.
No, no.
Other people are. They're like, why are you driving them around? He's like, what, them? They're great. He's having a great time.
He's like, they're gorgeous. He gets them the dates, you know?
Whether he knows or not, it doesn't even factor in. He's just like, these are three people I'm giving a ride to, and they just happen to be really fun, and I'm having a great time with them.
Yeah. And I know that end credit song some people had a problem with where it's like lifting up the skirt of the night, but they also talk about like taking down the pants. So it's if you listen long enough, they talk about both.
Yeah, it's just meant to be a ridiculous song.
Right, right.
I've actually found myself at times humming part of it.
Yeah,
Just like,
yeah,
let me making dinner or something. I'm like, looking up the skirt of the. I'm like,
yeah,
why is that in my head right now?
yeah.
It's just catchy. It's just catchy. But yeah, I've never seen anything. And this moment between them talking about Glenn being handsome it was just nice to see.
Yes.
And it didn't feel forced.
Forced. Yeah, yeah.
Which when certain shows do things, you're like, you're forcing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, no.
Yeah,
This was just natural conversation.
yeah.
Like, oh, glad he's good looking. Oh, you think he's good looking? Just a natural way of like, well, wait a minute. Why do you think he's good looking? And then
Mm-hmm.
just the back and forth.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm with you. I love that moment.
Teddy did get the spider moving. It just sort of jiggles
Oh,
back and forth.
mm-hmm.
It is motion activated, but then there's another decoration that Glenn did. It's a ghost-like image projected onto superfine mist. And
Mm-hmm.
Teddy says, I give up. Glenn wins. And Glenn's like, did you just give up? And Bob's like, no, no, he didn't. He's not
This got
finished with this spider yet. He has big plans.
Bob steps in to defend Teddy, like, no, 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 we're not done. Teddy's not
Mm,
giving up. And I'm like, okay,
right?
Bob's is now invested in this because
He totally is.
He doesn't want Teddy to give in,
Right.
to lose to Glenn, his rival. He's like, no, I've got your back on this one, Teddy. We're not done
Exactly.
yet.
Yeah. And Glenn's like, it's 8:30. And Bob's like, we know it's late. Okay. You ever heard of a grand finale? I didn't think so.
I love how Glenn goes, "Yeah, I've heard of a grand finale."
Yeah. Yeah. Teddy's just looking at Bob like, we're not done yet.
Teddy all of a sudden is the one going, okay, what are you roping me into now?
Right.
Because I thought we were done.
Yeah. He's like, I gave up. Like,
Like that role reversal, where initially it's Teddy always pulling Bob in, and now because Bob's invested, he's pulling Teddy back in for
yes.
more.
Yes.
It's two sides just going back and forth, and the fact
Yep.
that Bob was like, "No, we're not done. We know it's late."
Mm-hmm.
It's just a nice relationship because it just proves that Bob does care about Teddy, and he
Mm-hmm.
does see him as a friend despite everything he might say
Yeah.
otherwise.
Yep.
Teddy is his good friend, and he does care about him.
Yes.
He's like, I'm not going to see him give up. No, no, no. We're going to win this. I want Teddy to beat this guy.
Yeah,
It's really kind of wholesome.
it is. Louise, while they're trick-or-treating, says they need to stay off the street itself because that's where all the candy was stolen. And that's when Jean's like, and stay in school. Um, they're only safe in the stores. So while they're trick-or-treating, we see that first person perspective again.
Hmm.
Eyeing Tina's bag of candy. And then when she says trick or treat, her bag of candy is taken. And that is
This,
when a gorilla on a skateboard steals
hmm
Louise's candy. She's surrounded by all the kids because she's like, we're not safe anywhere.
She's starting to freak out because now they just take her. She's like, we're not safe anywhere. They
Yep.
can get us anywhere.
Yeah. So they start chasing the gorilla. And Rudy's like, are we chasing him? Are we going to kill him? Rudy's all for that. I'm like, Rudy.
All of a sudden he's like, let's go get him. Let's kill him. It's like,
Yeah,
okay, it's at the end of the day, it's just candy, Rudy. Calm down.
right?
Son makes him do crazy things.
Yes. I mean, obviously, they can't keep up with the gorilla because he's on an electric skateboard.
Mhm.
So they're like, how are we going to keep up with him? But they're at a bus stop. So they get on the bus and they tell the bus driver to follow the gorilla. So he's like, he does.
He does. He starts taking them to follow the girl on the skateboard.
I know. And then I love how they're following the gorilla and they're all like, wow, he's really good on that thing. And then the gorilla wipes out. And Rudy's like, wow, that was tough to watch. Gene's like, I mean, you're rooting for the guy to fall off, and then he falls off, and then you don't know how to feel. And that's when the
Yeah.
bus driver's like, what am I doing? I have a route. I give it to peer pressure way too easily.
I just love that he's doing this and then finally goes, wait, why am I doing this? I have
I
a route.
know. I know. And the kids are like, this is an emergency. And the bus driver's like, you know what else is an emergency? Respecting myself. I was like, okay. I
All
don't
right.
think they care, but
No.
yeah.
It's like, okay, good you came to this realization. Those kids do not care.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're focused on one thing right now.
Yep. Getting to the mother load. We are back at the restaurant where Bob is helping Teddy.
Oh man.
Linda's like, what's with the bandana? And Bob says he wanted to dress up. He's Bruce Springsteen. Teddy's like, I thought you were Rambo.
I just thought that he's like, why would you think I was Rambo?
I know. And I love how Bob is so getting into it. He is like, Glenn, we're about to show up Glenn. He's bad news. He thought it was glory days, but it's about to be Thunder Road. And Teddy's like, I don't get it. Is that a line from Rambo? I was like, oh, Teddy.
It's like, and Bob was thinking about that the entire time.
Yes,
He's like, I've got the perfect one-liner for this, and I'm gonna tell Linda when she comes out.
exactly.
And like all of them, it just kind of falls flat because
Yep, because they don't get it.
he likes his own joke. Nobody else got it,
Yeah.
but he's his own audience.
This next, like between Bob and Linda, I love because they put chainsaws on the spider's forelegs. A couple of legs have nail guns and one has a hammer. And Linda's like, I'm not explaining to the kids that their dad died in a chainsaw spider accident. And if you chop your hands off, I'm not wiping your butt for you. You know our arrangement. And I was just like, what is their arrangement?
It's like, yeah, like, wait a minute. How is this coming up in your what?
It's
What
because
exactly is happening?
it's like when Bob got stuck at the bank when it was being robbed.
Mhm.
And she was like, Bobby, I'll even do that one thing for you. Anything. Even that one thing. And I'm
It's like,
like, huh, okay.
what?
Yeah. So I'm like, what is their arrangement? Like, what is he not going to do for her?
Yeah, it's if you can the fact the
Like,
fact
they've
that it leads to
discussed
that.
this.
Like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, in what scenario are you discussing this situation?
Yeah.
Or even getting both your hands chopped off? That's not a normal thing that happens.
No. Were they just one night sitting in bed and she's like, Bobby, you ever get your hands chopped off? I'm not wiping your butt for you.
With
I
Linda,
mean,
I
I
wouldn't
could
put it
see it.
past her just saying that.
Right. Yeah. I
She
could
does
see that.
spontaneously come out with things.
Yeah. This next part did make me laugh, where the spider went out of control and chopped down all of Glenn's decorations. And Glenn was like, what the hell happened? And Teddy's like, I think maybe a kid threw an egg. We got the worst of it.
The
As
fact
if
that
an egg
is gonna totally destroy that bat.
destroy. Yeah.
Because once they get the spider working, it's not even like it was working. It's like it almost became alive and was like, I'm gonna destroy the bat.
Yes.
Because
The
that's
chainsaws just
the bat comes over, the spider just destroys it and destroys the projection
Yep.
of the ghost
All
in
of
the
it.
mist. Just everything is obliterated.
All Glenn's work gone.
And I'm
An
like,
egg.
oh, an egg. An
Kid
egg.
threw an
No,
egg.
that's not what happened. I don't want to meet the egg that can do that kind of damage.
Right? I do not either.
Because that,
Was it an ostrich egg?
to be fair, that could definitely do some damage.
But I don't think it would do that kind of damage.
Oh, no way.
Mm-mm.
It's the fact that he's like, I think they threw an egg.
Yeah, we got the worst of it. No, no, you did not.
No, nothing has happened on your side.
Right? The
All
spider is
Glenn's
not really
work.
moving, but
Yeah, it stopped moving, but it
it's
was
still
definitely,
there.
yeah, it was definitely the cause of all the destruction.
Right?
Oh,
We go back and the kids are inside Wonder Wharf looking for the gorilla.
mhm,
And Louise is like, no more trick-or-treating. It's late, so all the good stuff is gone. This is when they're after the mother lode, all the candy that's been stolen. But Tina wants to make sure that there is candy that's given back to kids that got it stolen.
mhm.
And Louise agrees with her just to shut her up.
Yeah, because Louise is thinking, I can have all that candy to myself.
Right.
But Tina, and credit to Tina, she's thinking the right way here, because I think I
Yeah.
would do the same thing, is we got to give it back to the people that had it stolen. We can't just take
Mm-hmm.
it all for ourselves because that deprives everyone else who is out there trick-or-treating just like us.
Yep.
So
That's
I'll
when
give
Daryl spots the gorilla going into Mutilation Mansion, and Louise is like, follow him. And Jean's like, but I don't want to be mutilated tonight. He worked really hard on the onesie he's wearing. Which I was just like, okay, Jean.
all right.
So Tina and Jean decide they're going to stay outside to look for the other dressed up teens.
They're gonna keep
And
watch.
yeah, Jean will back Tina up. Louise is not scared at all,
No,
which we learned in another episode. She just does not get scared.
yeah, things do not frighten her. It takes a lot. It
Yes.
takes a lot.
Yeah. And she just goes in. Andy, Ollie, Rudy, and Daryl are scared, but they go in with her. That's a credit to fourth graders.
Yeah, but they stand behind Louise like, okay, she's the leader. She's the one in charge. We'll just be behind her as she drags us into this place.
Yeah. Yeah. They see the gorilla go into the ballroom of blood, and they're going to see if they can corner him in there. And Daryl is fine as long as he doesn't see any blood.
Mhm.
I'm like, Daryl, it's called the ballroom of blood.
Yeah, there's gonna be blood, buddy.
Yeah. And I like how outside Tina's like, how's school going? She's like, good, good. And he's like, how's work? And she's like, same old, same old. And then she's like, did we make the right call by staying outside? And Jean's like, I'm enjoying this conversation. It's nice to catch up. Like, okay. And I love how the ballroom of blood, it's like lit with red lights.
Hmm.
So it's bathed in red. And Daryl is scared by, probably a local who jumps up as a zombie. And
Hmm.
that's when Daryl screams, scarred for life, scarred for life.
What I love too is when they show this person jump out,
Mm-hmm.
the mask that he's wearing as a zombie is kind of loose fitting, and you can tell it's
Yes.
a mask. It's
Yes.
not just they drew someone to look like a zombie. They took the
Right.
time to make it look like a loose fitting, very
Yep.
like subpar zombie mask that you might see in one of these haunted houses if you go out to enough of them. So
It's
that little
definitely
touch.
it's definitely a fish odor production
Oh yeah.
because Calvin is very cheap.
Oh yeah. There was like patches on the mask.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure those were stuff that Fisher was like, just put a patch on it, it'll be fine.
Yeah. We
Doesn't
don't
matter
need
if
a
it
new
smells,
mask.
it's okay.
Yeah.
With those little touches like that, it was just I noticed that and I went, okay,
Oh,
okay, I see what you're doing. That was really good.
yep. Like you can see more than just the eyes. It goes down under the eyes a
Yeah,
ways.
you can see their face underneath. It was just one of
Mm-hmm.
those things where I was like, okay, you took the time to draw a mask on top of a person that you were
Yep.
drawing. I can appreciate that.
Yes.
Yeah, him screaming, "Scarred for life, scarred for life."
I was just like, oh, Daryl.
He's he's an interesting child.
He is. I love that he has one of those backpacks that have like the initials that are like DRL. So you know what's his name?
Mhm.
Because those were really popular.
Yeah. I
So that's,
remember seeing that and I was like, okay,
yep.
all right, you guys are doing okay. You guys are doing
Hmm.
this. Okay. All right. Clever writers. Like I said again, the show way more clever than it has any right to be at times
Yep.
for such a simple premise of a show.
Yeah.
It's
So
those
the
little
lights,
things.
yeah, it is. The lights shut off in the ballroom. The gorilla was hiding behind a table and he goes to sneak out. And then all of a sudden, Tina and Jean scream and tackle him.
They tackle.
The lights come back on. And Tina said they realized that the kids may need them in there more than Tina and Jean needed not to be in there. And Jean
Yeah.
said also a guy came out and puked like 10 feet from them. And it did not smell great. And I love that Rudy goes, how did they even see the gorilla? And Tina said they tackled a lot of people before they tackled him.
They're all
But they
pretty
were pretty
mad.
cool about
They're
it.
pretty cool about it. Oh. It's like I was like, oh, they okay, they came in and saw him, and they're like, no, we tackled a lot of others.
Right?
Luckily, they
Like,
were cool about it.
I guess. I mean, they're going through Mutilation Mansion. Did they think that was just part of it? That's all I could figure.
We're getting tackled by a nun and a boy in a onesie with a mustache. What is happening?
Yeah, exactly. Oh. They unmask the gorilla, and it's the Belcher's dentist, Dr. Yap.
Mm-hmm.
And Jane's like, you stole our candy? And Dr. Yap's like, who's voiced by Ken Jeong. Me? What? That's crazy. And in his duffel bag, he has the devil costume, the astronaut costume, and the Jason mask. So it wasn't a bunch of teens. It was just Dr. Yap.
Yeah, just switching out costumes and stealing candy.
Yep.
'Cause He
He
was,
didn't want to. He
he was.
had to.
Mm-hmm. 'Cause nobody was taking him up on his offer to buy candy, to buy the candy back,
Yep.
and he's tired of dealing with the kids and their teeth after all the candy and
I love that the zombie actor says even that the flyer is a terrible deal. Like he's just leaning against the table
yeah,
watching
he's
all
just over
this.
there leaning, watching it.
And Dr. Yap's like, do you know how bad they are for your teeth, the sticky sugar booms? He's like, this is why he did it. Because of the
Hmm.
sticky sugar booms. He's like, of course you don't, because you didn't barely graduate dental school. He's like, I care about you kids. That's why I hunted you down like animals all night.
I love the way he's like, "Don't you care about your teeth?" Some of them are like, they're mostly temporary anyway." Louise is like, they're just gonna fall out anyway." And
Hmm.
Tina's like, except for me, mine are permanent, but I'd rather have the candy.
Yeah. And the zombie's like, don't you make more money when kids get a lot of cavities? And Dr. Yap's like, that's a common misconception. Plus, cavities are gross and they smell weird. And I don't want to fill cavities all winter. I want to go skiing.
It's such
It's so Dr. Yap.
it's so Dr. Yap. It's very much like I'm thinking about me in the end of everything. I'm gonna tell you
Yes.
I care about you, but this is about me. I
Yeah.
need to be able to have my vacation, and you kids eating all this candy ruins that. Then don't
Mm-hmm.
be a dentist.
Yeah.
You didn't have to be a dentist. You said you barely graduated anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So you just leave.
I love how he tries to be clever and says Halloween has been incinerated. And Louise means she knows right away it means the incinerator.
Hmm.
And he's like, no, I mean it's in the ocean.
They just keep going. They're not even listening to him at that point
No,
anymore.
they're like, we know where the mother load of candy is. Louise is like, follow me. I know exactly where the incinerator is.
Which I'm like, how does she know exactly where it is?
The bunny ears episode where her bunny ears got stolen.
Oh,
Logan
that's
said
right.
he threw her bunny ears in the incinerator.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense. Yep.
that's all I could figure.
Yeah, I was thinking something more nefarious, like how much evidence has she gotten rid of over the
Well,
years? But
that too probably.
yeah, the Bunny Ears episode makes a lot of sense. Yeah, they head to the incinerator and they see somebody there.
Mm-hmm.
I,
And
I
Louise,
go ahead. You have more notes on this than I do. She
oh
probably.
yeah, Louise is like, incinerator guy, stop incinerating. And he's like, I gotta burn the candy. And his word is all he's got. And he said he'd burn it. And he didn't know it was Halloween.
No, they appeal to him by saying, on Halloween, you're gonna burn kids' candy that were out trick-or-treating? And
Mm-hmm.
he's like, I had no idea. Oh, I can't do that.
Yeah. Louise is like, it's the one holiday where there's no hugging, there's no singing, there aren't even cards. We dress as monsters and we threaten people with tricks and they give us candy and it's beautiful.
I'm with
He's
Louise
been,
on that one.
yeah, he's been in a coma for 6 months. He
Yeah,
didn't know,
I love that. He's like, oh, the things you miss being in a coma. I was like, wait a minute, what?
right?
Wait. It's like, okay, well, yeah, that explains a lot as to why you didn't know it was Halloween.
Yeah,
It's like that's an interesting way to explain it away.
yeah.
Very interesting way. And
They were, oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say they end up getting the candy back at that point.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Dr. Yap showed up and was like, no, burn it. Like trying to
Yeah,
convince the guy.
yep.
He didn't fall for it.
We do go back to the exterior of Bob's and Candle
Hmm.
because Linda's talking to the shop owner while Teddy, Glenn, and Bob are cleaning up. And Linda apologizes for getting out of hand. And the shop owner of the candle place says, all of this because my handyman wanted to impress your handyman.
Hmm.
And Teddy heard that and couldn't believe it. And she's like, yeah, he said you're the handyman's handyman and he wanted to show you up. Glenn did most of the decorations out of his own pocket. And Glenn's like, what are you talking about? Linda goes, cologne. And Teddy's like, oh, just what a good job you did. And Glenn said, thanks. He's always liked Teddy's work, except when he chainsawed everything. And Teddy's like, that's Bob's idea. You know how it gets when you're hired for a job and you got to do whatever the guy says? Bob's like, what? Glenn's like, oh, yeah, yeah.
And what I love about this exchange is Teddy's on the ground while I think Glenn is up on the ladder. So they're
Hmm.
having to say this back and forth very loud.
Right, in front of Bob and Linda. Bob's just like, what?
Like, yeah, you tell them it's not going to work, but they keep on you. They want it done this way, and you got to do it.
Right.
It's
You,
like they're literally right there, Teddy.
mm-hmm.
But now he and Glenn have this bond because they both were trying to impress one another without knowing that's what they were doing.
Yep.
Oh,
When the kids are handing out candy, back candy, Tina said to Jimmy Jr. and Zeke, she finds out they didn't make it to Mansion.
mhm.
Zeke got scared, and then Jimmy Jr. got scared to make him feel better. And Zeke said, I guess we're stuck between tricks and treats. We're hollow tweeners. And Tina's like, I hear that. I mean, I went into Mutilation Mansion with fourth graders, but cool. She's
She
just so
actually went. Yeah,
nonchalant about it.
it's like she's like, I got one little thing I can have over them. I actually went into Mutilation Mansion, but she says it so like, yeah, I was in there, but
Yeah, no biggie. Fourth graders went in there. No biggie. But she did open her briefcase, which was full of candy, and shared some with them.
Mhm. I did like the montage of them going around handing these kids who were just sad and distraught. They're
Yep.
handing them back their candy and they're just lighting up as they do it.
Yes. That was really nice.
Even Louise was doing it
I know. I wonder if
and
she
not
was,
complaining about it.
I know. I wonder if she was being supervised.
There's no, I don't know. I
Or if
don't know.
maybe Tina said you can keep most of the candy if you hand a lot of it back.
That's possible. That is possible. Yeah, it was just a really, really nice moment there at the end where they're giving the candy back. And
Yeah.
Tina sharing with Jimmy Jr. and Zeke, even though she was like, hey, you guys were too scared to go in Mutilation Mansion.
Yep.
Just
Even though
every.
I think they were sort of hard on her in the beginning.
Hmm. I think it was her little way of like getting back at him, like, okay, well, you're going to be hard on me, but fourth graders went in and you didn't, so we're even.
Right.
And then the peace offering was, hey, I'll share this candy in my briefcase with you. It's really just like a nice, like wholesome way to wrap everything up.
Yeah.
Again, this show can be so ridiculous, but then it comes back to these moments where you're like, oh, that's really sweet.
Yes. I agree.
So once again, I want to thank Lisa for joining me for this first half of the part 2 of Bob's Burgers Halloween episodes we're doing here at A Very Skewered Halloween, because this is being split into 2 parts. Right now, this is episode 107, and releasing the same day as this will be episode 108. So once you finish listening to this, you can head on over and get episode 108 and continue listening to that Bob's Burgers goodness. As for where you can find Skewered Universe Podcast, we are available on Podbean, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, as well as YouTube, and practically every other podcatcher of your choice. You can also head over to skeweredhead.com to get all of our social media links, Threads, Facebook, Instagram, Blue Sky. We are on all of those, as well as links to our Patreon where you can support the show to get transmissions episodes and exclusive audio commentary tracks. Support what we do here if you like what you have heard. I also do a show on Saturdays where we go live at 5 p.m. Eastern, sometimes a little early. You'll get notification on that if you join our Discord, but all that information you can go to talesfromthepodcast.com. And right now, Tales from the Podcast, we are covering every episode and every season of Are You Afraid of the Dark? So we are rolling through that. We are actually about to finish up, I believe it's season 9? And then for October, we're going to be doing, well, for this month anyway, we're doing some scary movies. Sorry, these get recorded ahead of time, so I do slip every once in a while. But you can head over to talesfromthepodcast.com, get all the information there about that show, as well as our video game, Tales from the Podcast, the fucking video game, a retro-style RPG where you take control of myself and JB and try to stop a villainous movie director from making another crappy horror movie. It's a lot of fun. You can get that for $10 via Cash App or PayPal. If you want the in-game cheat bot, that is another $5 for that. Once again, all that information is at talesfromthepodcast.com, where you can also get copies of Tales of Shock and Terror Volume 1. And keep your eyes peeled because Tales of Shock and Terror Volume 2 is on the horizon. And until next time, keep enjoying that universe that's just a bit skewered.